Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gabe Down, and joining me are my two lovely co-hosts. The man to my right, you know him, you love him. His name is Crockpot, a.k.a. Big Wop, a.k.a. Nick Walters.
Yes, sir.
And to my left is the man himself, Dami Salami, a.k.a. Dom Capuano. Dom, we've stuck to a very consistent theme the last 2 weeks, so I'm going to pass it to you for you to start us off with how your week is going, as you are now a guy in the market for a brand new truck. Well, brand new to you, at least.
I shoveled 18 inches of snow again for the second time.
I shoveled 32
It always
inches
results to cold and snow with this kid. Can we talk
Whoa,
about the
it
positives in
sucks.
life?
Yeah, well, that's the miseries of winter.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to get out of this fuck-ass
Seasonal
region.
depression.
Yeah.
The Northeast can fuck off.
We
I'm tired
have
of it.
2 more months, boys.
The blizzard of 26 can officially fuck off.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, again, truck. So, it's relevant to
Yeah.
what I said about you.
Yeah.
Just
It's
yeah.
coming. It's coming.
God, you are one storyteller, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's a surprise till it gets here.
It's never happening. Nick kept shaking his
You
head.
sound like
too,
you're
so-
struggling a little bit, Gabe.
Do you want me to explain since you're having a hard time? Wow,
Yeah,
it
you
really
sound
is.
like you smoked for the past 50 years.
I feel like I have COPD, and I feel like I'm coming down with the verge of having 2 weeks left due to bad choices. But I think it's just a cold.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the Marlboro Reds, as I am not an avid smoker.
The Marlboro Reds are good for you.
Yes, confirmed.
Good for you.
They don't cause this.
No.
Well, if they don't cause this, then should I be smoking some right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe
They help you. They
it'll bring
remedy
you
it.
back,
Believe it or not, I sound better now than I did this morning when I first woke up.
That usually happens to everybody, to be fair.
I've been going through like dips throughout the day, so there's points where you guys have noticed it'll sound great at one point, and then the next minute it's bad.
You always sound
So
great.
I'll keep sipping. Thank you, Dom.
You're welcome.
So I'll keep sipping the water, keeping the vocal cords lubricated. The first few sips burn, but then it gets better as we go on. So I think that's the method for today's episode. But without further ado, Nick, how are we doing?
Not too bad, loving online school. It's like a
Oh my
throwback
God.
to a few years
It's like
ago.
COVID all over again.
Stuck inside for 3 days straight. I had a tournament on Sunday. I got first in one event, second in another.
Come on, sound proud.
That's just another day for me.
Damn.
He's so used
listen,
to winning.
Listen, let me tell you guys something. It's
a big
so,
winner.
I compete, when I do karate tournaments, I compete in forms, weapons, and sparring, all three at every single tournament. And I have never in my whole life gotten first in all three at one tournament.
So
the
until
same
that
day.
happens, you're not satisfied.
So until that happens, I'm not satisfied.
I respect that. I have one question for you as I watched the video probably 30 times back.
Wow.
I'm fascinated by it. When you do the sparring,
Yeah.
are you not allowed to make full contact, like as in punch kick is just a launch at them? Or like can you explain the rules of that to me?
So point sparring it's not fighting.
Okay.
You are allowed to make full contact, but there's no real reason to because your whole goal is speed. Can I get there faster than the other guy? So if you like that one clip is me just lunging at him, getting the 2 punches, getting the point. But oftentimes your points are going to come from kicks because those are worth 2 points compared to the punches which are worth 1.
Well, I feel like every video I've ever watched of you the last 6 years of being your friend, it's the same shit. The kid doesn't launch at you, you just launch at them. So I'm really not gonna. I'm like,
Well, because I cut them to put out my highlights. I don't put out videos of myself getting hit.
So are there ever kids that actually put up a decent fight or like a decent
100%, yeah.
competition? Okay.
I lost that
No,
fight
Nick's just
yesterday-
so
the other
good.
day.
You know, as someone who literally makes clips for a living for the show, and they're clipped sometimes out of context for
For a
engagement,
living.
you would think I'd understand this
Like,
tactic.
there
for a living,
are-
essentially, I damn near do it every goddamn night.
There are some matches I'll win
Shit, in the
like
last 3 days, that's all I've done.
there are some matches I'll win like 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, whatever. But I've gotten my ass kicked a couple of times. It just depends on who you're against. Because
I need to go to one of
I'm
these.
competing up against guys who do this for a living, who make a career out of it. And somebody came up to me after my form at the tournament, like, "Hey, do you do this for a living? Like, what team are you on?" Like, what? Like, I'm in college, dude. I do a podcast with my buddies. Like, I deliver pizzas on the side. Like, I don't do this as a career.
On the side.
Like, I don't do this as a career.
See how we speak about the podcast? You need to start speaking like the podcast like that.
I speak about the podcast like that all the time.
I don't
It's
think
just
he does when he
behind
judges
your
us
back.
talking about it. What?
It's behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
Real buddies, real friends talk good behind your back. And only behind your back.
And they
don't-
talk shit to your face.
Exactly.
Like
To your
real
face.
ones.
That just means you have balls unlike others. But for episode 69, we got a little bit of a shorter news lineup than usual, but we got a UFL football segment as it is coming back to us in March. Tuesday discussion debates Would you rather pass versus present offensive positions extend or let walk as we are approaching free agency season? And we will wrap up episode 69. Actually, we're not going to wrap it up. That's going to be in the start off. We're going to start off on a little bit of a sadder note, as I think it's time to address some things, and you will figure that out once we get to it. But without further ado, Dom, kick us off with the news.
So everybody's favorite franchise, the Dolphins, are fielding trade calls for veteran safety Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I think he's still got some juice left in the tank. I can't see a team not wanting to give up a third or fourth round. I think they'd get more than a third or fourth, but I think a third or fourth and maybe a little bit of a above average player for him would be a relatively
about what the
decent
Dolphins traded to get him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Minkah may not be the guy he was when they traded for him, but I think he's still got a lot left to offer to a defense.
I think the Dolphins absolutely should trade him. Go into a full rebuild.
Look,
get rid of all your
Jeff
pieces,
Hafley, we didn't agree with the move, but if he is willing to do a full, complete 100% rebuild, I don't hate it. You might as well.
Yeah.
Strip it down to nothing and restart.
Yeah.
Get the money, get the picks, and go for it.
What they had wasn't working. So.
No, it wasn't. And now seeing Tua put on 10 pounds, walking around on a button-up, looking the way he looked, man, maybe he ain't the move.
Retirement is
And I think
incoming.
it's pretty damn clear. Tua is not in their future plans.
Yeah, it leads into the next piece of news, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's me. My bad. I'm not on my A game.
I tried to segue.
He did set me up, Dom. I'm sorry. I haven't been here before. The Dolphins could pursue veteran quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo or Malik Willis if it's financially viable for them. What should they do at quarterback in 2026?
Neither of those.
But here's the thing. If they're going for a rebuild, is going for a big name in a trade package that you might be able to target worth doing so?
So I saw the projected contracts for Malik Willis come out, and it was like it's $30 million a year.
It's
and
probably what Danny Dimes got. Yeah.
I think that's absolutely
Yeah.
atrocious. Because he is the most unproven starter.
Danny Dimes' first contract is similar to what people
But
say
he has
could
starting experience.
I
get. I know,
understand
I'm saying that's the comparison.
why the Dolphins are linked to Malik Willis because Hafley came from the Packers and that's where Willis is now. But that doesn't mean he wants him.
And not even that. If it financially sets you back and you're already set back when you got the job, is it worth doing?
No.
I understand Malik Willis created some what-if potential with the film he put on this past season. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, he did. He did. There were times where I thought he was such a raw talent that he couldn't even do that. But in the right system with a good coaching staff, he did win some good games. He put on some great drives on offense.
That's not a $30 million a year
I didn't say the
guy.
contract made sense. I never said that. I never agree with that contract. But what I will say is Malik Willis proved that he has some ball.
A backup quarterback,
agree.
yeah, I'd take him. As a starter, no way, no how. Ever.
I think in this situation as a starter, I think I view him similar to a Teddy H2O kind of guy. I could make him as a starter when you're in this stage of their team. I don't hate that move, but I do think he's an elite backup to say the least.
I feel like he could start, but
For sure.
it has
For
to
sure.
be proven. And we
that's the
haven't
thing,
seen
but
that.
how do you get that? You have to get the job.
Yeah,
he can't prove it
exactly.
any other way, and I think he did enough last year where a team will buy high on him. Now, I don't think $30 million high. I think high in the sense that you go give him enough money to appease him and your side of the bargain, and he could start for you.
Yeah.
And I think considering the Packers didn't have an elite wide receiving core, he put on enough tape for a team to go out there and say, let's give this kid a chance.
Yeah.
I think that he's a Teddy H2O level guy. I think when the Broncos went after Teddy, that's exactly what Malik Willis could be.
And how did that turn out for us?
I didn't say that he's going to be successful. I said in terms of play. Teddy H2O also won 5 games for Sean Payton and the Saints. He can play ball.
Yeah, sure.
For the Panthers, he put on some decent games. Was the
That's
season
why we
beautiful?
traded for
By
him.
no means, but that's why we acquired him. He just did this with the Packers. I can see him doing the same thing. And like I just said, if he's not a starter in the league, he's definitely an elite backup. Now, do I think the price tag matches? No. But we won't be able to go any further than where this conversation's at until he gets that opportunity to do so. I have faith in Malik Willis. He proved me wrong. I thought he was a lot more raw of a talent. I hope that Jalen Milroe can do the same for me along the lines when he gets more time under his belt and some opportunities arise for him.
Quarterback of the future?
I mean, I would love for it to be that. I'd love for him to be in 3 years the starter of the Seattle Seahawks and him not just be another Bama bust quarterback. But who knows? Sticking with the Seahawks.
Seahawks rookie safety Nick Emenwari says the NFC title game versus the Rams was, quote, definitely different compared to Super Bowl 60 versus the Patriots.
I mean, one of them was a game, the other one was.
This isn't exactly groundbreaking information.
I mean,
we've heard this about
said,
50 million times, 50 million different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just the fact that a player in the game itself came out and said it.
Julian
But no,
Love said it too, didn't he?
when the Patriots, he might have. Yeah, you're right. I think he did.
I didn't hear
But
that,
when the Patriots beat the
I believe it.
Broncos, I said whoever won that NFC Championship
Yeah.
game was winning the
Oh,
Super Bowl.
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah.
And if the fan base, it was crazy for us to say it. Here's a player saying it. I mean, like he said, I'm not discrediting the Patriots. I'm just telling you right now, they were not the Los Angeles Rams. The game felt more legit. And I can tell you, even just watching the Jumbotron in the stadium, it was more exciting for me than it was this guy at home watching it, especially as a non-fan of the team. But the game against the NFC Championship game was a lot more entertaining than that. It felt more like there was more on the line.
Yeah.
So the hate that players and us fans receive for saying this, to me, is nonsense. It felt more legit than the Super Bowl did.
Yeah.
But
Next up, the Eagles offensive tackle Lane Johnson confirmed to Jeff McLean that he will be back for the 2026 season. This is huge news for the Eagles, and
so I was going to say it's huge, and I guess this transitions to my piece now. Despite the health issues that we spoke on a few weeks ago that Nick brought up, Landon Dickerson is planning to come back for the 2026 season, and we all said collectively at this desk that he should put his health first, and not come back and play. But what it looks like is the kid's got heart, no doubt in my mind, and this Eagles offensive line is going to come back and try and get this offense to become something again.
Yeah,
and I like to see it. I want to see that heart, that juice, that motivation, that drive, but we've all said it. Health's got to come first. And we'll see. We'll see. I have faith. I hope they can do it. I hope for Landon Dickerson's sake that it's a great comeback story.
I hope he just knows when to hang up the cleats.
Yeah,
and I hope he's doing this because
Andrew Whitworth speaks on it all the time. As a lineman, if you can walk away from the game and be able to pick up your kids afterwards and not live off of painkillers and inflammation pills and stuff like that, you're successful. Exactly. So I hope Landon Dickerson, like you just said, knows when it's time.
Yep.
All right. That's it. That was an abrupt stop.
Not really.
Not really. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought that was smooth.
I think we're just messed up today.
Flying through it, dude.
Okay.
Patriots wide receiver Matt Collins came up 4 catches short of a $400,000 incentive he had in his contract this past season. But the Patriots gave it to him anyway.
I believe they gave it to him as like a signing bonus.
I think they just gave him the incentive because he got hurt and couldn't play the last game.
I think the other side of it is like just what he offered to the team in terms of locker room presence, morale, and being the guy he was at the end of the season. Now, my question was, I know how you guys are when it comes to the money side of things. Do we agree with this?
No. You didn't.
Does it set a bad?
Contractually, you didn't do what your contract
said.
Well, my concern is, does this set a bad look for your below players that maybe did the same sort of statistic comparison that didn't get their paid?
Well, now in the future, people are going to be expecting that.
And that's my thing. Is like I'm happy for him. I know it looks good. It's a feel good story for the Patriots. But what does it say about your other players who underperform by just a small margin and don't get the same treatment?
Exactly.
I don't think, like I said, I think it's a great thing for news. But in terms of the business side of it, I don't know that I agree.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. It's not consistent at all.
Right.
But what can you do?
The Cowboys are waiving Bengals legend linebacker Logan Wilson, who they acquired at the trade deadline.
Interesting, because we thought that Logan Wilson leaving the Bengals was going to show that he was a great player.
Yeah,
and now here we are going to another situation, and maybe the Bengals were or maybe that Logan Wilson was also the problem with the Bengals. If you go to the Cowboys and don't succeed in a defense that I thought had great pieces around, now despite this is a low season for the Cowboys, and they're getting rid of you, I'm concerned that maybe he's not the linebacker we thought he was. And will he even field enough looks this season to get another shot?
Exactly. I mean, we all thought that it was the Bengals were the reason for his failure.
I mean, there was a point in time where he was a good linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think there's another situation for him?
Maybe it's like a depth guy.
Exactly,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he'll ever be a premier back again.
Like, I don't know that he ever was.
It kind of makes the Bengals look right in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, you trade him away and he still is questionable at best.
Yeah. Well, another Cowboys thing. This one was huge because, and I mean, Dom will speak on it. I want him to because he talked about it in our text messages. The Cowboys have signed running back Javonte Williams to a 3-year, $24 million extension.
Yeah. And this is huge because this kind of sets the running back market. This sets how much who should get paid. I think this is a severe underpay. I think the Cowboys got away with a steal.
Made out great.
Exactly. Yeah. And especially with Seattle having to now face the battle of, do we re-sign K9 to a second-year long-term deal? How much do we pay him? I said no more than $10,000. It better not be if we re-sign him.
10 mil.
No more than 10 mil.
He said grand.
10 grand.
Oh,
he's thinking truck market.
10,000, take it or leave it.
You know what I mean? $10 million a year. If Javonte Williams is getting away with 7.5, take something around that. 8
We'll say $8
million. $8 million a year. $8 million a year.
Yeah.
I think that's like a good signing for K9, and I think that Javonte Williams and K9 are comparable running backs.
Javonte Williams will never live up to this contract. And I'm not saying that as a biased Broncos
I
fan.
think for what he did for the Cowboys, it really sets the tone that, like, look, he obviously didn't enjoy his time in Denver. Taking away the fandom that is me being a Broncos fan.
Totally.
I'm actually going to sit here and say congratulations. He did his thing this year. I wish that's what we got.
This year, absolutely,
looked fantastic. That contract for the Cowboys is beautiful.
But
if he plays even a fraction of what he was this season, the Cowboy, I think he can. I do think he can. If he stays healthy,
we saw this with us.
Behind that Cowboys offensive line, if he stays healthy and
we
they
saw
keep the
this
same confidence.
thing happened with us. He played great.
Yeah, but he never had the body
year.
language. He never had the body language. Different whole scenario. He's a rookie then. He got hurt. Yeah. Then he came back and still obviously didn't feel loved or didn't want to be there. Now, me and you will never know the logistics of what went on there.
He went through 8,000 different regimes. Somebody had to like him.
We will never know the behind the
Maybe
scenes.
he's a
clearly,
diva.
But he clearly didn't like it in Denver. He gets to Dallas. He feels at home.
He
is
gets to
home.
Dallas. He misses the playoffs, and his old team goes to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, well, for him individually, I guess this is what mattered most to him, and you can't blame the guy for that. If everyone's got their own set of goals.
Yeah, I think for
So-
how he performed this year, I think the contract is either dead on or the Cowboys got a good amount for him.
I think it's a win-win either way.
Javonte
you're
Williams-
not breaking the bank on a guy that everyone thought was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams will never rush for more than 800 yards in a season again.
Well, I can't wait to come back to this because that could
Please
be an
do.
interesting take. Because
Please
he
do.
was in, top 5 for a majority of the year, wasn't
Hey, pin it and remember it.
he? Let's put it on the pin board then. All right, I'm ready.
There you go.
Nick,
You
your
heard it here
favorite player.
first.
Nick, your favorite player.
We got some heartbreaking news this
Yet again.
week, today, that the Atlanta Falcons are franchise tagging
Does
Kyle Pitts.
anybody know how much money that's for?
It's like
Too
14.5 million or 17.5 million, somewhere in that range, guaranteed. Now, here's my thing. When are you going to set the guy free? He has not been the focal
It
point
could
of
be a
this
tag and
offense.
trade scenario.
Nah,
Yeah, but we dealt with this last year.
they don't
right?
want to let him go.
No, they're fearful, but they don't want to pay what he's going to demand because he hasn't done what he expects.
Yeah, but
That's the thing.
franchise tags in history have just killed relationships between players
Oh
and
yeah,
the
for sure,
franchise.
for sure. But
So
here's the
after
thing.
this year, after the franchise tag is up,
You know what the Falcons are doing? They understand that he hasn't done what the expectation of Kyle Pitts is yet, but they're fearful because they know that what Nick loves about him, he can do on another team. I do believe if Kyle Pitts leaves, you're going to see the Florida Gators Kyle Pitts. I do believe you will see a top 3 tight end in the league if Kyle Pitts leaves the Falcons.
can you franchise tag the same player for more than a year in a row? I think you can, right?
Yeah, you
It just
can-
doubles like the something with the,
The
market.
I
market
think
changes
after
year to year.
2
Yeah.
years, you can't do it
Well,
anymore.
there's the match and tag or whatever, and that's essentially someone matches it. If you can't match it, he's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It depends
But
if it's
I think you're essentially at a point, like you just said, the relationship's been severed for a minute now. Kirk came in, promised something that never
Yeah.
happened. He's never became the focal point, still hasn't been the focal point.
And-
And he proved this year in 3 games that he can take over the offense.
oh yeah.
So,
An NFL team can technically franchise tag the same player for a
3.
maximum of 3
yeah, it's
consecutive
3 years.
years.
We did it
3
with
years. Okay.
Tim Patrick, no? One player in that
I
regime.
don't think so.
We did it a bunch of times with one player. I felt bad because we kept wanting him extended. But no, it's an
No, Tim
unfortunate-
Patrick got an extension.
I know, but it took a minute. It took a few extensions.
Yeah, well,
tags.
ideally it's there to help you work out a long-term extension, but
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
see that.
Well, this
coming.
is the second one we're on for Kyle Pitts, isn't it? I feel like we've been talking about contractual issues with him and the Falcons for a minute now. I mean, we've been talking
Let's
about setting
find
him,
out.
him free for a while.
Yeah, I feel like we did talk about this last year.
Or maybe he was able to be extended then, and they still didn't do anything. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe this is the first tag in last year, which is the contract first
Yeah.
negotiations. But I
Yeah.
feel like we've been talking about this for a good year or two now. Either way, it's a sad situation that I think he could be a star tight end anywhere else.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, he is a star tight end on that team.
He is,
That
yeah,
says
and
a
that's the
lot.
thing. He's just not being utilized to his strengths.
Yeah, and I
The
mean,
4th time in team history. That's it. They've
Wow.
used a franchise tag.
wow.
Wow.
So I don't believe it happened last
That's a
year.
real slap in the face.
Yeah, they're keeping him hostage.
Kyle Pitts, you need to get out. You need to be freed, brother. You need to come to a team that will really appreciate you and utilize the way you were in college because you were next. You were something else. He is a game changer. Hey, I'm okay with it because Evan Ingram wasn't shit.
Evan Ingram is going to be cut.
If we can't get Kenyon Sadiq in the draft, we need Kyle Pitts.
Anthony Hill, you are a Bronco.
I wouldn't hate that either.
He is so
He
good.
is so good.
I'm telling you, he's
He
going to
is
be a Hall
so
of Famer
good.
someday.
Yeah, Nick, you did say that. Let's clip that now. Let's get that out there. That's on record. Nick did say this 2 nights ago. I went and looked the highlights, and I'm like, holy shit, he really is that good.
I watch him all season just
He
blow
really is that good.
shit up.
I mean, Texas produces dogs left and right. It's not a shock in my mind when they produce a defensive guy, ever. I mean, Jahdae Barron will eventually come onto the scene. It's going
I
to
mean,
take some
half
time.
of his D line is
Byron
from
Murphy.
Texas.
Byron Murphy. He's a dog. People said after year 1 he's not going to be the D tackle they thought he was. He's a rookie. And look what he did this year.
Yeah, he's pretty
Blew
damn good.
every offensive lineup every week. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Give the guys some time to develop.
Well,
There you
talking
go.
about a guy who's not being held hostage, the Patriots are releasing running back Antonio Gibson. Set free.
I guess this really tells the confidence in Ramondre.
Is Travion Henderson
Travion.
going to get some playing time now?
I
mean,
think
yeah,
Antonio
They're gonna
Gibson's
go out
a
and
solid
sign-
pickup
they're
for
gonna go
another. I
sign
think there's
He
some
was
teams
great
that could
with
use
Washington.
him. Yeah,
he was great with
He was
Washington.
even decent with New England.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, he
yeah.
did some pretty
He
good
just
plays.
didn't have a role. You know, that's the thing. He didn't
Yeah.
have a place
He was
on
what, the
that
kick
team.
returner at one point?
Yeah, he just fell out of place. I feel like they never knew where to put him.
Yeah.
And I think there's teams that could utilize him. If the Jacksonville Jaguars can't hold him to Travis Etienne, I don't think it's a bad fit for him to go to the Jaguars.
I wouldn't hate that, yeah.
No, I don't think that's a bad fit at all. Gibson, honestly, I think he could be a great back in this free agency class. And I never even thought about that till just now.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of talent and skill.
Underrated, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a
And
budget
he could be a cheap
budget
option.
deal. Yeah.
Could be a real
Exactly.
cheap option. Hell, if the Hawks maintain Sharp and they really can't match the market price, so what K9's demanding, I don't think this could be that bad of an option to go to either. If none of the guys fit fit the budget.
I mean,
but
if you get him for a good price, then
I mean, Sharp won't be coming back until later in the season.
it's gonna be mid-season.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mid-season at least. It's gonna be mid-season. That was a bad tear, but yeah, you can only hope and pray. I mean, with the doctors and the athletes we got now, it's becoming a lot quicker.
It's crazy. Both your running backs' contracts are up right now. Like that sucks.
But the classes are making it a little
Sharp's
easier in
isn't.
the draft.
Yeah, it is.
no, it's not.
He
Sharp has
1
another
left
year.
on his deal.
Does he?
He has
Yeah,
1 year.
he's
I
another
could
year.
have sworn he was a
He's
free agent.
applicable for an
No.
extension.
Yeah, he can get
Yeah.
extended this year, but which
They
if
were-
they can extend him now
Well,
while he's cheap.
they opened negotiations like what, week 16 with him?
Yeah, something like that.
And then he got hurt, and they told him they were going to worry about it later on. But no,
Tough.
I mean, do you blame him? I wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do
You gotta
that.
wait. You gotta wait.
Running
See
back? Hell no.
See what the recovery is. It's not that, like I just said. I don't know if you guys looked at the draft yet. Notre Dame's got a nasty back coming out. There's a lot of good running backs in this year's class, along with the linebacker
Jeremiah
classes.
Love.
Nick, just oh my god, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many options. So the Seahawks, honestly, they
yeah,
just
but
need to worry
Seahawks
about.
do have the 32nd pick, so if they don't trade up,
But
those
I'm saying
spots are-
running backs aren't going to go in
that's
the
true.
first half.
I mean, yeah,
and you guys have plenty of money. I would worry about other positions like Rashid Shaheed and other sides of the,
Yeah.
of the ball.
Yeah.
But
Kobe
moving on,
Bryant.
Chargers veteran safety Bradley Bozeman announces
Center.
retirement. What did I say?
Safety.
Safety, sorry. Center Bradley Bozeman announces retirement after 8 years.
I think that whole
That kinda came
Chargers
out of
old
nowhere.
lines.
It did. I
get
was not
better.
anticipating that at all.
Yeah.
And I will say Harbaugh built one hell of an offensive line. Just got beat up this past season.
Yeah.
It sucked. It really did. So to see after 8
No,
years,
I don't think it sucked.
Okay, well, for us as a fan, it didn't suck. But I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, it's crazy that he put that much money, effort, and draft capital into
Just
the
for
offensive
everybody
line
to get hurt.
to get hurt.
Both
And now,
tackles. Now your center's
your
retiring.
center's retiring. I mean, we just keep talking about it. If you're a lineman, health's important, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what his injury history is, but maybe after 8 years, he doesn't view the Chargers as a championship place, and his health's more important than playing another 3 to 4 years in hopes they might win something. I mean, after the performances of their franchise quarterback, you thought it was the next big thing, isn't done anything since.
Yeah.
So, what does that say about the trajectory of your team? Just
We
throwing it out
said
there.
that before.
Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, there's your thumbnail. I'll hold it for you.
I appreciate that.
I got you. The Commanders and right tackle Andrew Wiley have agreed to a 2-year, $7.5 million contract with an upside of $10.5 million.
So he is strictly a depth piece, but keep in mind the injuries that they had. Laramie Tunsil being their other tackle.
Came over from the
He's-
Texans.
He's
yeah.
older. You need to keep depth. We learned with the Broncos, depth is key. That's what helped
The
us this year.
Chargers.
The Chargers, let them be an example. So at first people were mad that they were devoting $10.5 million to their offensive line for a depth
That's not
piece.
even bad.
I don't think that's that
No,
bad.
I'm taking it.
Andrew Wiley is
2
better than
years?
That's an upside.
That's
Andrew,
$5 million a
Andrew
year.
Wiley
That's
is one of
$5
those
million a year.
elite depth tackles in the league. He's a veteran, but elite depth tackles in the league.
Yeah.
I'd take
You
him in a
keep this
heartbeat.
on your team. Yeah, you keep this on your team, especially for
Especially if we
quarterback
cut McGlinchey, dude.
who just went through a bunch of injuries this past year. I mean,
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is banged up bad, so I don't hate this at all. Good for the Commanders. Now, boys, we're going to move on to a rather sad topic that I said we were going to address this week, as everyone, as we know, has.
Yeah.
Rondo Moore has tragically passed away at the age of 25 and was discovered deceased in his garage. Reports are it is a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and our prayers and condolences are out with his family. I wanted to mention a couple other names that we also lost this year from self-harm. Marshawn Nealon, that was mid-season after a
Yeah.
phenomenal performance. And then
Monday Night
obviously
Football.
the unfortunate story
His
of
first
Kyron
touchdown.
Lacy.
Yeah.
I mean, that one was huge. Unfortunately, that one unfolded in ways that we never thought it was going to. Either way, it shouldn't have gone that way. And I wanted to take a moment on the show to say that moments like this are what force us to step back and understand that men's mental health specifically is massive. Now, obviously, mental health is great. It needs to be cared about for everyone, but specifically men. And I think all three of us here can attest to this. You're expected to be something stronger than you are inside, and it is okay to feel weak and vulnerable at times. And these two guys who I lean back on, and everyone should have that person that they have to lean back on. And I don't think that it should be undermined that it is okay to cry at times, to be emotional, to be vulnerable, and to reach out. So I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to show out, but I think that it needs to be heavily, heavily touched on, that it is okay to talk about your feelings, reach out, make sure that you have someone there for you before you make a bad decision.
Yeah, and I think the league in itself has to realize the bigger impact that it has on these players. I understand they're getting paid millions to do what they do.
Millions don't mean you're happy.
Exactly, but at the same time, you can see the issues and struggling that a lot of these players go through. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence came out and said he was broke at one time in his NFL career when he was making millions. There's issues there, obviously. There's issues with mental health throughout the league. You're on TV. It's a lot of things that
There's no
these
private
players
life.
didn't realize. Exactly. And when they get all this money into their hands,
They don't know how to handle it.
exactly. And it's a mixture of that and just you're in the locker room and they come
Your
out.
life changes so fast, and it changes so fast you don't know how to deal
Well,
with it.
imagine a player that's on a different team every year. They hop
Right.
around from team to
Right.
team. You're moving your
Like,
whole life.
The average NFL career is what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we hear about the Tom Brady's who play 20 million years.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys who are on a new roster every year who are in a new place. They have to move their family constantly. It's a lot. It's a lot on you.
You know, Jack Hughes actually spoke on it after winning a gold medal this past week in the USA versus Canadian Olympic hockey game. He said, you know, it was a quick turnaround at 19 years old to be driving around in your car that your parents bought you, going to high school and living the life, and then going to the NHL at 19 years old. You're now making millions of dollars playing against the best players you grew up watching.
Yeah.
And that adjustment's crazy because now the expectation's here, but you don't know how to reach that.
Yeah.
And when you're not hitting the expectation level, you feel like a failure.
And social,
Everybody on Twitter can go out and talk shit
social
about you
media
24/7.
alone. Yeah. You do one bad thing and it's like people
It's
are
everywhere.
attacking you and threatening you.
So to end off on this sad note, I wrote down a couple things. I'm going to read it off the laptop so I don't forget it. But I said,
for it.
so if you're listening to this right now, check on your friends, send that text, make that call. And if you're the one and if you're the one hurting. And then I found this line on Instagram, and I figured there's no better place to do it than share it here. But football is family, brotherhood is real, and taking care of each other off the field matters more than anything that happens on it. And I think that couldn't be more truthful. I wish Shannon Sharp read that line other than the way he did. I think that a lot of our big podcasters that could have went about this whole thing went about it a little bit different. I think Max Crosby did a phenomenal job, but other shows I don't think went about it the right way. But to stay off the sad topic, just make sure you're keeping in touch with your loved one, make sure everyone's good. It's okay to be vulnerable at times. But back to some brighter note. UFO football is back. Dom, kick us off with some of the dates.
So UFL football.
UFO.
Unidentified flying object football is back. The kickoff dates this year start in late March, being the 27th to 28th and the 29th.
So we got there's still 8 teams. So I'll let Nick share that first, and then I'll get on to the.
You want me to just list them?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
We have the Birmingham Stallions, who are returning, the DC Defenders, who are returning, and Gabe's team, the St. Louis Battlehawks, who are returning. Replacing the Michigan Panthers are the Columbus Aviators. Replacing the Memphis Showboats are the Louisville Kings.
No, not the Showboats.
You got a rebranding, buddy. I'm sorry.
No.
Replacing the San Antonio Brahmas are the Orlando Storm. The rebranding of the Arlington Renegades
Nick's team
has occurred. We are now the Dallas
At
Renegades.
least you kept the name.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
God. The last one's not better.
Now, the Roughnecks are now going to be referred as the Houston Gamblers.
That's
so, boys,
terrible.
so during the March 27th, 28th, 29th, this weekend will be full of these 8 teams competing in the opening weekend. What do we think of the new
Sponsored
teams?
by DraftKings.
Actually, they got a couple new sponsors. Adidas, New Era, the uniform partner of the year, and Noble, Tom Brady's training brand.
Yeah.
So the UFO, you got me saying it out. The UFL has literally been rebranded. So we got a couple new teams, still 8 teams.
And the Renegades are going to come out on top.
They got a little bit of a quarterback situation right now. Luis Perez and 2 other key quarterbacks that they signed. So we'll see how that goes.
What the
But
heck?
what do we think of the
Perez
rebranding?
needs to go.
What do we think of the rebrand?
Our coach retired, too.
There's been a lot of news in the UFL.
I think
honestly.
it keeps it fresh.
The
I don't
Orlando
like
Storm
it.
is my
I don't
favorite
agree with
addition.
some of these rules,
don't
though.
like
I can
it.
tell you that.
Okay, so do you want me to get on to it?
Yeah.
So the wow, I can't even say it now. The UFL has implemented quite the rule change. So starting off, we got a 4-point field goal. So 60 yards or further will result in 4 points.
I don't mind that.
They
That's
believe that this could change the trajectory of a football game, and if successful, the NFL could adopt it. Because if a team is down by 4, if you got that X factor kicker, that really make the position that much more elite.
Not to
which
mention-
you guys were just talking about. Brandon Aubrey's demanding a high price this year.
That rule I just highlighted has something to do with that one as well.
And this will make it even more interesting. I'm going to get to it right now. No punting inside the 50-yard line unless it is 2 minutes until the end of a game or a half.
So teams might be forced to kick that 60-yard
I disagree.
field goal.
I so disagree with that because that takes all the fame away from the punters. Michael Dixon does it best, getting that ball inside the 10-yard line. Getting it to go out at
My
the 1.
goat, Marquette King,
I was
will
going to say
not get
Marquette
to
King,
punt.
Donald De La Haye. I mean, there's a lot of guys.
He's a kicker, not a punter.
But I know, but he still punts all the time. But I think that it's different than comparing it to the NFL because that's what sets the UFL apart. This is the place where we can have the fun, see what's
I agree,
new,
but I don't want
and
this to be something that's adopted into the NFL.
They're not going to. The UFL has simply
no.
just made it noted that they do this as a trial and error place for the NFL to see how
They're
it works.
trying to differ their product.
Yes, and I agree with it completely.
100%.
I want
I like
football
this.
year round, but I don't think it needs to be 100% copy and paste.
I don't want to see the same thing.
No, exactly.
I want it fresh.
Keeps the regular season.
And going with
exciting.
that theme, I love this rule 100%. 1 foot inbounds will make it a legal catch.
I love that. College does that. High
love
school does
it.
that.
Because we have those athletic plays where it's like, damn, that player will never get to put that on their highlight reel because
There's
we have
whole
2 feet in.
compilations of best almost catches.
And it's
because they
heartbreaking.
couldn't get
It's
that foot
heartbreaking
inbounds,
because
yeah.
there's still athletic ability and skill involved to make that catch secured.
Right.
So I love this rule. Maybe one day we will sit here and announce the NFL has adopted it.
I hope
doubt
so.
it. I
I
doubt
hope
it.
so.
But I pray because the one thing NCAA has done right, and now the UFL is that right there.
Yep.
Moving on, penalties committed inside the red zone will again result in half the distance to the goal, which was previously done under the original XFL organization. So they're bringing that back. That's principle of football. We all know it. We all understand it. The elimination of the tush push.
That's a big one.
It is
That's a
coming
big
to
one.
the UFL before the NFL. Boys, what do we think?
I'm all for the tush push. I mean, it's the UFL, so who cares? But this better not, lead into the NFL.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to. They've done so much bitching and
It hasn't
whining
even been
about it that the
proposed
NFL
this
can't
year
do
yet.
anything. Exactly, they can't.
Which is
There's no-
good. They better
it's-
not.
If you're skilled enough to be able to do it
Exactly, you
consistently,
should be
that's
able to
not
do it.
Other people's fault.
Now,
Yeah.
you want to know why I agree with it being done in the UFL? This is the stage, essentially the minor leagues, the NFL unofficially, for players to really go out there and put
Yeah.
on a resume and
Show
earn
what
their
they can
next
do.
shot. So I think that eliminating this play makes teams have to get a little bit more creative and give
Sure.
teams in the NFL a sense of, okay, this is what this player can do in this situation. Not
Sure.
a 4th and 1 rely on the power of a surge to get you a first and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it here. NFL, got to stay. You know our feelings on it. I'll move on. Overtime, hot topic. Each team will alternate from the 5-yard line. Each team will get 3 attempts from the 5-yard line. If after 3 attempts per team, the tie remains, the teams will alternate attempts until a winner is determined.
Can you kick a field
similar
goal?
to college. It's not in the notes that they presented in the slideshow, but
This is kind of
Because what if you take
similar-
it safe and just kick 3 field goals? You're up by 9.
when you're on the 5-yard line, I think the whole
I don't know
they
that you can.
They
I don't think
allow-
you can kick field goals.
No, you can't. I don't think you can.
It wouldn't make sense.
because college doesn't even allow that.
Yeah.
But I love this.
This reminds me of like Madden Superstar KO, like the tug of war thing.
Yes, yes.
This is like what this
I
is
think
in
this
real
is going to
life.
make for good football.
This is awesome.
This is awesome. I wish the NFL would adopt college's overtime. Honestly, I
Yeah.
would. I understand that they want to still have this real feel of a game,
Sure.
but I think that this is
It's
what makes it.
entertainment.
That's
Yeah.
a dogfight.
Yeah.
That is a real dogfight.
Who wants it more?
When both teams have nothing left in the tank, sure, we know they're going to be tired fighting for that 100, that 90. Oh shit! Now in the league, it's gonna be 60 yards. Fighting for those 6 yards to get in the red zone. I think here really shows who has the dog in them. If you're on the 5-yard line, you're gas. Who's got the better defense? Who's got the better play call? Who
Yep.
can really get it in the end zone?
Who's
Yeah.
conditioned better?
Who is conditioned better? Who made those sprints count in the offseason? And I think that this is where kings will be made.
Yeah.
And I can't see how it
This
goes.
is where NFL contracts are earned.
Brandon Aubrey, I told you guys earlier.
Yeah.
Bro had one hell of a season in
Jake
the
Bates.
UFL 2 years ago. Jake Bates now in the Lions. Yeah, he was on the Michigan Panthers, I
Yes,
believe.
he was. Who aren't even
And-
a team anymore.
Nope. And has now got himself a career in the NFL. So there's no doubt that the UFL is the place for athletes get their shot and also remake their names again in
Yeah.
the NFL. So I love the product, and I think they're doing some great things. Now, everyone's favorite Tuesday discussions and debates. We got a lengthy list this week. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Starting off, assuming Michael Penix is healthy for week 1, should the Falcons keep them as their QB1?
Absolutely. 100%.
Well, considering they're cutting Kirk, I think he should be the planned QB1 for week 1, but I do think they need to invest in capital in somebody else because we've talked about this before. I think we've pretty much seen the ceiling of Penix. And
Is this true, Nick?
I don't think you can give up on him.
no,
this
you
soon.
can't, but I think we've already seen his ceiling of what he's capable of doing. I think if the
Is that not giving up on him? Because his ceiling hasn't been particularly high so far.
Yeah.
If this is his ceiling, then he's not going to be in the league.
I think they got to put capital elsewhere. I'm not high on Michael Penix.
So what's another option you think they could view?
They already tried the Kirk Cousins
realistic?
route. They already tried the veteran quarterback.
Like, assuming free agency is their place to go, who do you think is a good name for them to look at?
I don't know.
What's Flacco
it's
up
tough.
to?
Yeah, that was just gonna say Joe Flacco. Hell, bring up Phillip Rivers.
No,
Wow.
he's not playing
Come
again.
on.
He's not
I
playing
know.
again.
I know. Can we talk about that gold that goal that I got to watch Phillip Rivers play in 2025. I went back and I watched some of his highlights, and I can't believe I got to watch that man play football again. That was a work
you were
of
Why
art.
would you want
Yeah,
to?
why would you want to? You were that
I
excited.
love Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, but I want to remember him for what I saw before he called it quits.
I'm never gonna.
I think he
forget
did
this.
pretty damn
This
good.
is ingrained in me
I think he
now.
did pretty damn good. He went off the couch to almost beat Seattle's defense.
Well, to be fair, he didn't go as far in as I thought he would with this Penix conversation. So I guess it's
Yeah,
time to.
we switched that up pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess it's time to move on. Huh? Whatever. I'm glad to hear that Nick, a guy who was not high on Penix, still thinks
I
the
don't think
Falcons
you
gotta
can give
him
up on
time.
him yet.
I agree. I agree 100%. The NFLPA has a referral clinic for men's mental health and resources listed, but has become public that clubs do not give any real help and care for their players off the field. So my question to you guys is, how can the NFLPA instill the right resources for our players' mental health? Because we just had a couple players come out on Instagram and say that it is complete and utter bullshit when they say they offer them help.
I feel like it needs to be normalized in the locker room to ask for help. I think that's a huge step in the right direction, and I think if they want to invest money somewhere, it's going to be that.
How do you invest money in it though? Like you can't just say, "Oh, just invest more money in it." But what? Like, yeah, normalizing it in the locker room, sure, but you're still not leading them in the right direction to actually get to the help.
I wonder if maybe they seek, almost like colleges do for alumni, old veteran players to come in and be mentors of these players. How do you manage your money? How do you manage your mental health? How do you manage this busy lifestyle?
Yeah. Could be a good idea.
Those guys, no offense, but they don't know anything about mental health. Like
That's fair to
maybe it
say.
helps
That's
to
fair to
hear
say,
from somebody
but-
else in the industry, but if you're at the level of these guys we mentioned, you don't need a big brother. You need like professional help.
So do we agree, though, that the NFLPA hasn't given the adequate resources they label on their website?
I mean,
As
I
can
I
pull
am not
right here.
in the NFL, so I can't confirm or deny. But
We
if the
had-
players
we
are
had-
saying
we had 4 players come out this week saying
if the
that
players are
it's actual
saying
lies.
it's a lie, then I have no choice.
Well, then
but
I
to
think a
agree
good
with
way to
them.
fix it is to make it not a lie and make it an actual thing and make it
But
work.
how do you want?
Well, the
should
way that it's
teams
supposed to
have,
work.
Like
It's already
how
made.
they have like independent like neuro specialists. Should they have independent like therapists?
I mean, yeah, it can't hurt. You got to try things
Like,
till you
how
find
do
something that
you-
works.
I guess the struggle is, how do you get the players to also want to go seek this help?
Yeah.
Right? There's so many moving pieces to this.
Exactly.
Where it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, just throw
No,
more
no
money
one
at
thing
it.
is going to fix this problem. It's going to be
Yeah,
trial
It's a
and error.
complex
it's a
issue.
lot
It's
of
a
stuff,
complex
yeah.
issue, but I think definitely starting talking about it is key. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting that we had 3 players after Rondale's passing come out and say.
Do you know who they were?
One of them was a former Chargers player, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go to Schefters, I think, or Football Forevers. If you look up on Google, you might be able to find it faster. But yeah, we had a couple players come out and say that the NFLPA offering help has been not true, unfortunately.
Let's see. Jamal Adams.
Jamal was one of them that came out,
Yeah.
actually. Yes, yeah, that's one of a current player that came out and said something about it.
If this ever loads, I guess we'll find
Braden
out.
V. Hoko,
Is that the Chargers defensive
the
line?
former
Yes,
nose tackle
yes.
for the
Read-
Chargers,
if you have it, read it.
stated on social media that the NFL's mental health posts are fake. He claimed that teams only care about a player's performance on game day and that players avoid seeking help through team facilities because they fear being looked at differently or that it will jeopardize their career. He cited a personal anecdote where a coach called him on the night his son was born and told him to remember what your day job is, as an example of the league's production-focused culture.
And I guess that kind of ties into the Vikings' former general manager. Reports came out that he was actually fired for, I guess, last offseason taking a leave for his born child. And I think that's bullshit. If you were having a child, you go be there for your kid.
Now, we didn't mention this in the news, but I saw earlier that he is now working
For
with
the 49ers. Yeah, he'll have an official title after the draft. But no, when I saw that report come out that the legitimate behind-the-scenes reason he was fired from the Vikings, a guy who's done wonders in terms of personnel and talent acquisition, was because he was there for his child being born.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I mean,
but that
Dom
is way
and I
more
talked
important.
about it.
Yeah.
That
the
is
week you were
far
gone.
more
Yeah,
important.
that's insane. That's
Far
batshit insane.
more important than football will ever be. I don't care. These guys already missed the first episode of Child. I will be there for the birth of my kid before I ever go put on some
100%.
pads
I will
or watch a
retire.
team that I facilitate do anything. Not like that. It was fucking off season.
Yeah.
What is he going to do?
There are scouts. There are personnel. The organization is not going to stop for 2 weeks. Him not being there in person
The
was
earth is
not
not
killing the
crumbling
team.
down.
Yeah.
No. So that's complete and utter bullshit. And if that's something that needs to be changed, that's what also got to be focused on. Because when I read that report, I was actually, you're right, I was in San Fran. When I read that, that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell is that even a thing? The culture in the league's honestly sad. It is sad. But moving on, back to contractual conversations. Should the Lions make Jahmyr Gibbs the highest paid running back going into his 4th year, the range would be roughly $20+ million, as Saquon's making about that a year.
No.
Glad we're on the
Wow.
same page.
No.
Glad we're on the same page. Now, I want to ask you why, as Jameer Gibbs has put on some of the best highlight tape we had in the last 3 years for a running back.
The same argument that I made about K9. Statistically, it's not good to sign a running back to a second long-term deal. Not just that, but Saquon Barkley is a perfect example. MVP caliber season 1 year. Next year, he's averaging 2.5 yards a carry. Does that have other factors? Absolutely. And part of that is you're putting so much money into a singular running back that you have no money to spread out elsewhere.
Nick, care to share?
I took a little jab at Nick in that, by the way, which he
I
seemed to pick up on.
spent all season
The
long
MVP comment always gets
Yeah,
those.
I
telling you how Saquon Barkley is not the most
That's
valuable
not the
player on
question.
the Eagles.
That's not the question.
He's ducking
What
you.
happened this
That's
year?
not the question.
What happened this
That's not
year?
the question.
He's
I just told you what happened this year.
2.5 yards per carry.
About, yeah. Now, can you answer the question?
I wasn't listening. I
Are-
got
are we-
distracted. What
are
was
we-
your
are we-
question?
No, it's not my question. It's Jameer Gibbs.
Oh, this question. Okay.
Yes, the important
I said
question.
no. I already answered it.
Well, okay,
Should
you
he-
heard it here first, folks.
All right, yeah, moving on. I keep sticking with running back since we're so enthusiastic today. Of the remaining free agent running backs, who are the best available, where we think they will land? Options consist of K9, Brees Hall, Tyler Algier, Rico Dowdle, and J.K. Dobbins.
You want to do a software update right now, bro? Get out of here.
I was like, at first, I was like, what are you talking about?
No,
It's
my
hard.
computer's
I saw
like,
that.
we're doing it right now. Like,
Because the running back position is such a replaceable position, it's hard for me to look
I
at
think
any
this
of
is
these
the
guys
hardest
and say
class
it's a
to
big
talk about
buy-in.
because
J.K.
all such
Dobbins,
a
you are a
high-end-
Bronco.
Yeah.
I
Because
would hope so.
every single one of these guys have had so many ups and downs. K9's been in the league for 4 years.
I
Three
didn't
of
even-
them,
he had-
only one he was healthy.
Exactly.
I didn't even put Travis Etienne on this list.
I mean,
He's
Brees Hall,
literally
the
been up and
Jets said they are franchise tagging him.
And that is another situation similar to Kyle Pitts. where
They
it's
won't
like,
let him
just
go,
let
yeah.
him go. You've already tried to have trade talks. Let him go. He clearly does not want to be there.
I drafted him in fantasy in hopes that he would get traded and then
Justin
blow
Fields.
up. And then I dropped him the second he didn't get traded. Like, come on, man. Let
So
me have
I mean,
something.
this year's running back class, I guess, is going to be entertainment then to see how it works. How
Rico Dowdle.
the market's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Tyler Algier will not go back to the
He
Falcons.
can't. He can't. But I do think he'll be a decent back elsewhere. RB2, for my opinion. That's me.
I could see him going to Buffalo.
Ooh, that is him and Ray Davis have that similar play style. I think he could go to Buffalo and fit there. behind
Yeah,
James
but
Cook.
how are they going to pay him when they're already paying James Cook? How much money?
I don't think. Look at Javonte Williams. I think he honestly made some of these guys screwed. He set the line so low that Rico Dowdle, Tyler Algier, and good for us, J.K. Dobbins is
Yeah.
really going
I
to
mean,
get a cheap
K9
deal.
too. Yeah, I mean, it just set the market at where it should be.
K9, I think, is the outlier here because he has that Super Bowl
That's Super Bowl
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah,
That's a
but
big
That's going to be
thing.
his huge.
No other running back in the
bargain.
league has that.
Yeah, but that's
Last one was
Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis in '98. Yeah.
I mean, I don't disagree, but we said it. K9's had one full healthy year.
I think he's going to be the next hated
he's
player.
been. No, I don't hate K9 at all.
I didn't say you. I said I think he's going to be the next hated player.
Because if he doesn't live up to a contract, if he gets a big one,
And he's going to
Yeah.
he's going to be deemed as a diva because of this.
especially after the parade with John Schneider.
Yeah,
That was awkward.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
very,
Well, that's just
very
because he's not he's not an outgoing
Trust
person.
me, I know. I heard his voice for the first time when he won the Super Bowl, and I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus, that does not match it.
He hates talking to like any media. That's why he was sitting in the teacups with Sam Darnold.
I mean, as someone who wants to be in media, damn sorry, but I can see why.
He was forced to go there.
Everyone loved the teacup video.
That was so funny.
Him and the alone together at Disney. That was cute. I liked it.
Now, the most intriguing one to me here is Rico Dowdle.
He's gonna
He had
feel
some
very minimal
flashes.
interest to me, in my opinion.
I
But
don't
people are
think so.
high that he's gonna get a decent
He
contract.
had some
because of the few
fantastic games. Yeah.
But are those 3 or 4 games really gonna be a contract driver?
Yeah.
Really? What kind of money do you think he's looking?
I think he's looking
Like
at
6
at
mil a year?
most 6 mil a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say
exactly what I was
that's
gonna
the
say.
most I'd pay him.
Yeah, no, I'm not going any higher than that. But as for where he goes,
Titans. No, they still have Pollard. They still have Pollard. What the hell are we doing here? I'm thinking of a team that needs an additional back.
He was
They
great.
already
Um,
have.
I had to growl back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real tricky situation.
back to Carolina.
I think every team's in need of a back. Yeah, because Chuba Hubbard, God knows what's up with him.
Exactly.
He signed
I
that
mean-
contract,
Oh,
and
yeah.
what has he been since?
like, I hate
So-
to be that boring guy, but I mean, I think Carolina's the best fit for him.
and that's not a problem. That's not a problem. What needs to happen is that they need to understand how to utilize him,
Yeah.
so that he
Right. They
They
continues
have to
have
build
this
off their
performance.
O-line too.
Not have this situation where, okay, Chuba's back, let's not use Rico as much. Now Rico is on social media saying, well, where's my carries? You can't have that in the
Right?
locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta consistent. How do we use these players? What's their identity? What's their role? And let's run with it. And
Yeah.
that's what they got to do. So if you're gonna resign him, you got to establish how the hell we're using you, what his identity is on this team.
Yeah.
But you guys sent me a video the other day that I watched a couple times, and I'm like, you know what? this field's a great question. Are we on the cusp of a new era in the NFL after the 2025-26 season?
It's a very Triple H-ass
So,
question.
new era? No. Are we going back to an era? I think yes. So we're
I don't know if you can
entering,
go back to an era.
well, similar. Like
Well, none of the players are still there.
I know, but still similar style. I feel like we're stepping 10 years back and
I
watching
don't,
football like in
because
the
the defense is still
2015s.
treated like
Babies.
prisoners for playing
Well,
defense.
I agree, but we still saw some of the best defensive football this year that we've ever
They
seen.
essentially get smacked on the hand for doing the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Kareem Jackson.
Oh, poor K-Jack.
Free K-Jack. I almost bought the sweatshirt today. I saw it for like $15
He was a dog.
Right off Sheen.
right off Facebook
I
Marketplace.
don't know. I think it's fair to say that we are. It felt like a change. Whether it's a good change, I don't know. But like,
I felt like this season was very
Now-
we
exciting.
had new
Now,
faces in
was
the
it-
championship.
Are we saying this
bracket.
because our team was good again?
No, I think
Well,
if,
that's
And
the
that's
question.
what
yeah.
I'm getting caught up
I
on.
think if you replaced our team with another team in the AFC that just happened to step up, you're still getting a new face. Like, it felt different. I don't say the Broncos got to be in it for that to happen. Because when the Bengals entered the conversation a few years ago, I also asked the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think it was just the new faces. I think that there was a point throughout the entire season. I looked at you guys and I said, I have no idea who's truly good. I don't know who's
I think what
Yeah.
the most
makes this
dominant team.
question so prominent is that there was nothing predictable about the year.
Yeah, and
Yes.
that's
And
what
I
I,
loved
guess
it.
made
At
it.
no point did I think the Seattle Seahawks would win the Super Bowl
No one did.
Yeah.
until the game day. Like,
Yeah, it felt like it became a real reality after the first round of the playoffs when I watched the other NFC teams.
I mean,
I realized how elite this
ask the
Seahawks defense was
49ers how
compared.
they feel.
41-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
Mind you,
Yikes.
the Seahawks only trailed for a minute and 35 seconds the entire postseason, and that was against the
That's
Rams right before the
insane.
half.
And no turnovers.
No turnovers.
Yeah.
Uh,
Only team to ever do
Record.
it, right?
The
Record.
best
Yep.
stat line you could have.
Yeah.
Record
I
of
mean, they
playoff run.
played the perfect postseason.
That literally means you should be champion, and they were.
and they
Can't knock it, I guess.
you
Well-
can't knock it. I mean, there's legit
The
no
hell are you
angle
gonna
you can go at.
So now these next few lines, Nick had actually added for last week, but forgot to put them on. So I figured let's do them this week so they don't get forgotten. Is it in the best interest of players to participate in the NFL Combine?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think it should be mandatory
But
for new
I-
incoming players.
It depends on who you are.
I
If
disagree.
you're Fernando Mendoza and
People
you
are
go compete in the
pissed.
combine and you throw a bunch of ducks and you run a 7-second 40-yard dash, you are going to tank your draft stock.
Which you obviously wouldn't, but you don't ever want to risk.
Yeah,
But
I-
I think that should be mandatory
But-
for that reason. If you can't
but-
perform in the big lights, you don't deserve to go
He won a
first.
national championship.
doesn't
That's got to
matter.
be the last thing he's seen before he gets drafted.
But if you are a fringe guy, a 5th, 4th, 6th, 7th round pick, whatever, and you're
Even if you're
trying
mid
to
first round.
exactly, you need to fight for a jump in the draft or to be drafted at all. It is in your best interest to show NFL scouts firsthand what you can do on an NFL football field. Granted, there's no pads, there's no tackling, there's
Doesn't
no
matter. It's
Either
still
way,
an
it shows your
evaluation.
skills
Exactly.
Yeah,
in
it's
your core.
athleticism.
It's
Yeah.
more of your athletic ability and what your responses are in drills.
Yes.
So how your footwork, your cuts, where
Yep.
your vision's at, where your eyes are at, that's a lot.
The
for a scout.
fundamentals of football.
Yeah.
The mental aspect of it too. If you're nervous before a drill, the coaches are intense at this combine. If you don't watch the
Right,
combine,
they have
go
head
watch
coaches
it.
running these drills.
I know
Like,
it's boring to the typical fan. I personally love the 3 days of just Rich Eisen talking to my
dude,
fucking
I
ear off.
love it.
It's the most entertaining.
That's
If
how I get to
ever-
know the prospects.
If I can ever get access to a combine, I'm taking the opportunity to go watch that live
Yeah.
because it is the coolest thing ever.
Do they sell
I-
tickets to that?
You have to get invited somehow through media credentials or journalism, stuff like that. So it's in my future, I hope.
Our.
Our future, I hope. Dom, you better get into
Our
journalism quick.
Future.
You better get into journalism quick. I need you to learn how to write something just so we can submit that you know what you're doing.
ChatGPT.
Okay,
No,
don't say that on
no,
air.
no.
Don't say that on air.
Cut.
That was not said. We're gonna be having to edit that out after this. But sticking with
We
the
already had
combine.
edit last week.
Whoa, you don't gotta say that to the people. They don't need to know that.
They don't even know.
But sticking, you really just outed Dom. That was
Yeah,
great
thanks.
editing too. You didn't. I would not have known.
Thanks.
If you didn't tell me, I would not have known. That was
Yeah.
actually great.
The video is a little bit clunky. 'cause
I
I
don't
had to
care.
Zoom in on you.
I don't
but
care. That's just production.
Yeah. Production, yeah.
They don't know that
Interesting.
we have more than one camera,
Yeah.
True that.
even though we only look at one. Okay, why is my phone blowing up? Dom, I swear to God, if it's your
What's
girlfriend
happening?
liking
What's happening?
every post on our account,
It is.
now is not the time. Amber, girl, you're a great supporter of the show. Now is not the time on a Tuesday during recording to like our posts on every account you have. Can we call her live on the show and let her know that now is not the time?
She can be
for
a
that?
call-in.
No, actually don't, because we might be stuck on the phone for a minute. Moving on, sticking with the combine. God, where was I at? I just lost it. Number
Question
7. Number 7. Thank you, Nick. What event should be added or taken away at the NFL Combine?
I like this question, and I came up with it myself, so you know how much I like it. I came up with it on the spot when you asked me last night.
So I was going to
Matter
say,
of
do you have a go-to? Or?
As far as being taken away, I believe that the...
I was like, what the hell's going on? I felt his hand on my leg, and I looked down, and rather than showing me what he was grabbing, he just smirked. On the video copy, for the viewers watching, I need you to understand why I smiled. Do you have a Seahawks snow globe as your... Oh, I was going to say, what the hell is your wallpaper? It looked like a snow globe. It looked like a Seahawks snow globe.
It kind of does.
Yeah,
it
That'd be
kind of
sick.
does.
Of course, it's sick.
We should look into that.
God, what were we talking about before Dom touched my leg?
Added or taken away from the
Added
combine.
or taken away.
Okay, well,
from
we
the
got to
combine.
explain why I touched your leg.
He's grabbing.
I was
the
grabbing a
wire.
cord that he was stepping on, and I couldn't get the cord because he was stepping on it. So I grasped his leg, as any normal guy would do.
Yeah, he just
He did
grasped
this
his
though.
leg.
He went.
Oh, hell no. Don't touch me like
Yeah,
that.
he rubbed this side, then went to my knee. Why not just tap me, get my attention?
I tried.
You did not try. You'll see on the video my reaction the entire time. I'm trying to keep it together, looking at you like, what the fuck's going on the table? Anyways, what could be added or taken away from the combine?
As far as taken away, I think the vertical jump is completely and utterly useless.
I disagree.
I disagree.
Why?
Receivers, tight ends, corners, linebackers,
We've seen it on
tip
film.
drill.
We've seen it on film.
Yeah, but
So what's your argument for the 40-yard dash and all that? What's your argument for the whole combine?
40-yard
Everything's on film.
dash
If everything's on film, then why get rid of it?
is pure
why have the combine?
acceleration. 40-yard dash is pure acceleration.
Go look at
Your
kick
vertical
returns.
jump,
Go look at kick
especially
returns.
for a guy like an offensive lineman. When is he ever going to need that?
Okay, well, don't wipe it. Make it positional based.
No. I don't think it's useful. I don't think scouts even look at it.
well, then broad jump. Then
I'm
you
sure
can
they
argue.
look at it.
Broad jump is different. You can lunge toward
Okay.
the end zone.
Okay. So we
But you
want to
can't jump
measure,
for the
but we can
pass.
see that on film too.
Yeah, we can.
So
Not
what's your
necessarily.
argument?
Because if you've never been put in a position where you need to do that, you're obviously not.
What
gonna
if you've
have it on
never been
film.
put into a position where you need to jump up high for a ball?
Every receiver who's going into the NFL has had a play like
That's
that.
a false assumption.
Nah.
It's not.
3-cone drill. I could get rid of that.
What?
Nah, you need that
No,
change
that's
of direction.
a cut on a
Yeah.
dime. Yeah, well, that's how I can tell if a player can cut. This conversation needs to stop before I get mad.
Bench press.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell do we care?
What
how
is
much you
that?
give
It
me
depends on
reps? It's
my
an ego
quarterback.
show.
I don't
it's
give
an
a
ego
shit.
show. Okay, well
My
now your
offensive
whole
line-
argument for the fucking vertical is out the window. Because I just said it should be positional based. You said no.
But I think everybody should have to do it. I don't think there should be positional based other than
What
like
does the bench
quarterbacks
press
throwing.
show you?
Strength,
Does Mahomes look like he can bench
muscular
225
endurance.
for 25
muscular endurance.
Muscular.
Muscular
want-
endurance is very different than on-field endurance.
You want to see if your offensive lineman.
He couldn't
can
bench
keep
nearly
that.
as much as me, but he has a lot more gas in the tank on the field.
You play two different positions.
So
I'm gonna
shouldn't
want
the
to know if my
argument-
lineman can bench. I don't give a shit if my
So
cornerbacks
you said the
can
receivers
bench.
assume that they've jumped at some point in their career. I should be able to assume that at 400 pounds, 370 pounds, they can bench that much, if not more.
Yeah, you should, but they should have to prove it. Vertical jump, I don't
I
give
feel
a
like this
shit.
conversation's
I don't give a shit how high my receiver can jump.
You're making me have a heart attack.
If my quarterback can get the ball on him, that's all that matters. My quarterback should know and adjust to how high the receivers can jump.
I don't think the bench press is as dire as the vertical is.
I disagree
The
wholeheartedly.
bench press is more of like the whipped cream on my hot chocolate. That's just like the exciting little ego show for the combine for everyone to get hyped about. Like, wow, he did 17 reps. Wow, he upped and did 22.
Almost as if someone had whipped cream on hot chocolate. recently.
I didn't get mine on my hot chocolate, but last night it was phenomenal.
Okay.
I sent y'all a video. You saw it.
Yeah.
It was Gillette-esque. Wasn't Gillette.
If you know, you know.
But if you know, you know.
know.
If you had them free hot
Check
chocolates
out the
at Gillette,
Instagram,
you know.
TikTok,
You know,
YouTube.
It is. It's on all platforms. Follow on all socials. My mic just
Good
peaked.
plug.
Anyways, moving on. That didn't go anywhere. We all just kind of sat here and.
Well, hold on.
No,
what event should be
God.
added?
Oh my God.
We never answered that. Do you have any suggestions to improve the combine?
Clearly, you have one on your mind. Let me think.
How far an NFL quarterback can throw a football? Range.
Wait, that basically is with the.
But
with
not
the
to
goal
a
ball.
target.
Oh. Who
Just-
cares?
Just in general. Well, who cares about anything?
Brady said you hardly ever throw it over.
Well, who cares about anything?
what I was
Top
saying
10
about his-
turf talk.
That's what I was
quotes.
saying. Time will tell. Who cares about anything? Tom, we need to get a list of everything you've said,
Yeah.
starting with Geno Smith and Sam Darnold, the equivalent.
For the episode 100, a little highlight reel.
it's really
gonna be-
not
it's
that
gonna be
far
a good
away if
one.
you think about it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
30.
30 weeks away.
Well, I mean,
That's
Let's
not
start-
that far.
let's start
We were
getting
just at episode 50.
In a
What?
month, we'll be halfway from
Yeah.
50 to 100.
Holy shit.
What in the world are you? What math is that? There's 5 weeks in a month. We're 30 weeks
There's
away.
4 weeks in a month.
Let's round up to 5. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Wait, what did you say? Wait, did
He
you say
said in 1
halfway
month
from
we'll be
50?
halfway to 100 weeks, and you
I
agreed.
just heard it. No, I heard it again.
There's
In my-
5 weeks in a month. We have
Four.
There's
30.
4.
4. That doesn't help your
Why are
case.
you rounding to 5 though?
Because there's like 4.5, and a half rounds up. 4 weeks is only 28 days. If there's a 31-day month, okay. 4 weeks in a month, sure. 4 weeks.
Holy shit! Get it together,
Either way, he's
Nick. Just back. Just what did you say?
I don't even remember.
He said
are
in
we
1 month
talking
we'll be
about?
halfway to
You
100.
said in a month we'll be halfway from 50 to 100.
No, he said we'll be halfway to 100.
I thought you said halfway from 50 to 100.
That is what I said.
Yeah, what does that mean?
From 50
We'll be at
episodes
Week
to
75.
100.
You made the halfway mark of that.
Yes.
Oh, so he did say it right then. You're hurting his brain then.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Wow, he got to the point with that one.
Hey, bro.
How'd that feel? That
He's
was.
trying to call me out, and I was right the whole time.
He didn't
You didn't even
know he
remember
was
what
right.
you said.
He didn't know he was right.
He asked him
He got
to reiterate.
lucky.
He asked him to reiterate. I don't even know.
I
what
got
said.
lucky. I fucking said it on purpose.
Is Mike McDonald or Pete Carroll the better Seahawks head coach?
I've been waiting for this one. This is courtesy of me, by the way.
These are all nice.
I came up with these like 3 weeks ago.
This is tough because naturally I would say Pete Carroll any day of the week. But there was one Super Bowl that stood out to me that's now making me question that. However, I can't really do that because Mike McDonald's only been the coach for 2 years, so I got to go Pete Carroll.
You scared me for a second. You really scared me. I was gonna say if you see Mike McDonald walk off the set tonight, don't ever show your face again.
Well, no, Pete Carroll is the better Seahawks head coach.
No shit. Legacy's got to
so
come
far,
into play.
so far. I think Mike McDonald may pan out to
he'll
be-
pass him with
Give it
ease.
time, but right now you got to say Pete Carroll. He built
Yeah,
built the
Yeah.
LOB. He had Marshawn. He had the good times of Russ. There's plenty of other talent I'm missing, obviously, but no, Pete Carroll is so far right now the better Seahawks
Doug
head coach overall.
Doug Baldwin.
Oh, Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett in his prime.
Bobby
too.
Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby.
He loved his favorite guy, Brandon Showers.
Yeah.
You remember that?
The
You
goat.
remember when he called him Brandon Showers? Dom, I'll never forget that line. I laughed my ass off
Patriots, Seahawks, Jets, legend.
Legend.
Brandon Showers. Legend.
when you said Brandon Showers. I think it's actually in the video. You can see I died. I couldn't believe you had just said it either. All right, this one Nick did not come up, but I figured I'm going to do it now. Out or in on the following quarterbacks if in the right spot, because it matters. Geno Smith.
Trash.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Trash.
In.
Kirk Cousins.
In.
Out.
Anthony Richardson.
Trash.
In. Big time.
J.J. McCarthy.
Trash.
You can't say that yet.
He's garbage. JJ should not be
So
in
wait,
the
let's
league.
start at the top and explain from there.
flashes.
Let's
Geno
start at the top.
Smith,
Geno Smith
is
in the right spot.
35
Is he
years
done?
old and terrible. I
Agreed?
think that's all. I
Yeah,
need to
he's
say.
old. No one's gonna give him a big deal.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Tua.
Make your
No,
argument first.
He needs to.
Hold on. I'm good.
He needs to retire for health reasons. This is one of the guys that needs to
Okay.
walk off the field and
Okay.
not like die on the field.
If Tua is injury free the rest of his career, what is your opinion?
That's not gonna happen. But no, he's terrible. I've literally watched him just throw the ball to defenders like multiple times this season.
And he looks like shit right now. Well, football shit.
Allegedly. We don't know if the
Yeah, we
picture.
don't
Eddie
know- we don't
Lacy
know if the
style.
Pictures, yeah, we don't know if the picture's actually legit.
Do you remember that meme with Eddie Lacy?
Which
It
one?
wasn't
We
even a meme.
weighed
It was
like-
true.
It was true.
We
Bro-
weighed like
bro was
400
built like a
pounds.
lineman.
He had a beer belly in his jersey. What do you mean? There was nothing fake about it.
Seahawks legend Eddie Lacy.
This
by
one,
the
this
way.
one. You guys remember that?
Holy shit. Yeah, no, I do remember. That's, yeah.
Oh my god.
That was like COVID times.
Yeah.
That's old.
This was
That's
saved
old.
in like my
I'm pretty
old
sure
phone.
me and you sent that to one.
Probably.
Yeah. All right,
Oh
so
my
Tua,
God.
Nick, you do believe in
I
the
am
right.
in on Tua. Not in Miami.
Obviously, yeah.
I believe if Tua Tagovailoa has the right head coach and the right supporting cast around him, he can still be a very effective quarterback in this league.
Vikings.
I don't mind that.
Wow.
You give him Justin Jefferson,
No.
Jordan Addison and
No.
Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah.
No. No. No.
I like it. I don't
No.
think Tua is that much different than Sam Darnold. If Tua was right-handed, people would be glazing him left and right.
No, not even remotely close. You think that Tua can go out there and perform to any level that Sam Darnold has this season?
In the right system, yeah.
Even on the same roster?
I do.
Absolutely
I
not.
100% do.
Tua cannot. He can't. He's
Why
beyond a
not?
system quarterback. He is just... I'm at a loss for words. That's a diabolical take.
You look up Sam Darnold career stats. I'll look up Tua.
Yeah, but career stats are nothing. Tua's how
That's not what
old?
you were saying last week.
Tua's not that old, but
Yeah, Tua's
he's
younger than-
27.
yeah.
Okay, so he's younger than Sam Darnold. But either way,
This
I
is
mean,
not a debate I
just-
thought was going to come about.
I mean,
this.
2023, 4,624 yards, 29 touchdowns, 14 picks. Obviously, the interceptions are a little high, but that's a season you can build off.
you said 2014?
2023.
2013.
No,
I
definitely not
swear to God, you
2013.
said 2014. I'm like,
I
he was
may
like
have.
10.
I may have.
You said
I meant
2023.
2023.
So the one season that he's had more than 4,000 passing yards, that's one.
Yep. He had,
Yeah, but this is after the 5 concussions he's had.
and that's why I said, assuming he doesn't get hurt again.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Because
even
that
matter
can throw
because
anybody's career off.
I'm sorry, but
But
that was Mike McDaniel's first season, was it not?
I believe it was.
I believe it was, yeah.
Their offense was Raheem Mostert and
Tyreek Hill.
You're
Jalen
one of
Tyreek
Waddle.
Tyreek
Hill,
Hill.
Jalen Waddle. You had like stacked for weapons. I mean,
I don't know if I'd call that stacked.
you can't not call that stacked.
Raheem
Gabe, come on, you
Mostert?
gotta
That's
help me
stacked,
here.
Nick.
Raheem Mostert is not.
At the
a
time,
good
He was
math.
amazing. He led the league in touchdowns, if I remember correctly.
So anybody can lead the
And they
league.
had
in fucking
Arcane
touchdowns.
too.
No, A-Chain,
A-Chain,
A-Chain.
yeah.
Arcane.
Arcane.
Devon A-Chain.
You knew who I was going for.
Arcane.
Tyreek Hill is at the top of his career in that year.
Tyreek Hill, absolutely great player.
Jalen
Jalen
Waddle,
Waddle is
phenomenal.
overrated.
Ooh, I disagree completely.
This is a take and a half right here.
First off, we got Tua's equivalent to Sam Darnold. The Dolphins' offense was not stacked in 2023. Jalen Waddle's overrated.
The most Jalen Waddle's done
Raheem
is
Mostert's terrible.
1,300 yards. The past 2 years, he
That's a
hasn't.
damn good year.
That's George Pickens this year.
In the past 2 years, his best year was 910 yards.
What has Tua been in the last 2 years?
Yeah, Tua's been lackluster.
also
Tua's been
been injured.
terrible. The team itself is
So,
falling apart.
Exactly. The best ability is what?
This year, he's been 20 for
Availability.
15.
Yeah. Whoa.
I just think you're a little far off on the take.
I
He-
disagree.
You don't think the offense
He-
was stacked year Tua was
Tua-
good? You think it was all Tua?
Tua got
I don't think it's
benched.
all Tua, but it's definitely not
Wait,
stacked.
Okay, guys. How do we say Tua's full first name?
Tua Tagovailoa. Oh, the
No.
first name? Oh, God, I don't even
Oh,
want to try.
don't even.
I can't say it. I feel like I'm going to say a slur if I say it.
There's not even a remotely close stem in there.
There definitely is.
I didn't see that.
How do you pronounce that
Nick,
without
you want to
saying
give it a crack
slur?
or no?
Nope.
Dom, I need to hear you say it.
Hold on.
Are you trying to get Google to pronounce it? Oh, God.
How do you say to his full name? Nope, that's exactly how it's.
Are you serious? Google's about to say it for us. If Dom can figure out how to use it. What? Put your mic near it.
I just full on said it, dude. Come on,
on.
bro.
Say it again.
Why did it put emphasis there?
Maybe it's a good thing.
Hold on. I can play it for our
No,
audience.
no.
now.
It doesn't need to be louder. Maybe it's a good thing no one took a crack at it. We didn't even address Kirk, Anthony, or JJ.
They can wait,
JR.
respectfully. They can wait.
Kirk.
Oh, wait, I want to hear Nick's thoughts on Kirk and Anthony Richard because you're fucking on the other side of it.
What?
You're too worried about Tua's first name right now. The motherfucker ain't going to be in the league next year. Let's move on. Oh, God.
All right, Kirk Cousins.
Replay it again.
Hold on.
I wish he put this much emphasis into his arguments.
For real.
Hold on.
Guy's doing more research right now on Google speech than he does anything else.
Oh my god.
Do your professors know you put more time into this than their classwork? What the hell is that? Hurry up! You are not plugging in the phone for this.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
Okay, audience, get ready to be blessed.
Is this the first call-in?
You come on the polar.
Wait, what?
That's not even words, dude.
I didn't even.
According to Google Translate, that is how you say his name.
I didn't even hear it. I
Play
heard
it again.
you.
Play it again.
Hold on.
Oh god, he's typing in more.
I'm trying to spell
Are
it
you trying to
correctly.
spell that out?
Yes.
There's too much time put into this, and then he's gonna bitch when the episode's 2-something hours long. And he's got to edit it all. I want the people to know that it isn't always my fault.
True.
Just because I produced the show doesn't mean it's gonna go to plan.
True.
Tu aniga manola pola.
There you go, guys.
Alrighty then.
That's how you have to pronounce his name.
Moving on, Kirk Cousins.
Tua. Kirk Cousins is done.
No. Kirk Cousins still has juice left. in the
Kirko
tank.
2 Chains ain't done yet, Dom.
Nah.
Where's he going? Where could he succeed?
He's landing in nowhere else but the Cincinnati Bengals.
What?
What in the hell?
They have to replace.
As the backup?
Yeah.
So he's done, is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would he go sit behind Joe Burrow?
Because he can.
Admit that it
Joe
was a joke.
Flacco
Admit it
did
was a
good.
joke.
It was a joke. I didn't have any better ideas.
So what is your actual thought? Is Kirk
He has
Cousins
none.
done or
No,
not?
he
That's
still
what he
has
just told
juice
you.
left in the tank. I just don't know if a team's going to take him up on it.
Because he is...
Well, no, because
now they're gonna say
the
washed.
Falcons ruining his career. Oh, he's going back to the Vikings. Oh.
Easy chance right there. He had to take what he could get. I don't know. Kirk is in this weird land of just go to media.
Yeah.
He's been doing it.
He's already... Yeah.
He's been doing it. All right, Anthony Richardson.
He has so
He's done.
much to
He's
give
done.
to a team. No.
What?
I am the number one Anthony Richardson
Anthony
believer.
Richardson can't even get through pregame warm-ups.
I love AR.
I have so much
He has
belief
so
in
much
that
potential.
I know he does not.
Yes,
he
he
has
does.
so much
He does
physical
not.
potential.
The second he walked off the field and said, "Coach, I'm tired," was
Oh,
the second
boo-hoo,
that
bitch
I
about it.
lost.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's just blow out of him. That's the second I lost all faith in him. His ceiling went to the floor. No, that is not an NFL player because there are so many people that were dying to get
Bro,
into the
have you
spot he's
seen
in.
that 70-yard throw to Alec Pierce off his back foot under pressure touchdown?
Let alone his rush ability
Yeah.
and his rap skills.
What is he, Shador Sanders?
Better than
Perfect
Shador.
timing.
Better than. Wow.
There it is.
I'm sorry, but AR has got juice in the tank. I think he's got to go with the right system too.
If he had the right coach and right supporting cast,
Where's the right coach and right supporting cast? The
Unbelievable player.
Dolphins?
God, could you imagine him on the Niners?
not the Dolphins.
What is he going to do? Start over?
Could you imagine him in a Shanahan offense? They're
I
not gonna
sure
move off.
can.
They're not going to move off Brock Purdy. Come on.
They'd never. You
Never.
kidding me?
They can't.
Not after what
love
they
him.
paid
I'd
him.
rather have AR.
Oh, wow. People might get mad.
Somebody clip that and put that online.
Do it.
Nick would rather have Anthony Richardson than Brock Purdy.
I think we need to do a King of the Hill AR just to see how true your love is for him.
I think I can name 32 better quarterbacks than Anthony Richardson.
Do we put this to the test?
Do it right now. Let's see. On a whim. He's scared.
On a whim?
He's
On a
scared.
whim. Okay. Jacoby Brissett. I'd take him over Anthony Richardson.
I won't
Are
even
we going this year or prime?
This year.
This year.
This
Right
year.
now.
Yeah,
This year. Baker Mayfield. Joe Burrow. Joe Flacco. Patrick Mahomes. Brock Purdy. Mac Jones. Jalen Hurts.
Come on, get the easy ones off the list.
Oh, you got
Aaron
8.
Rodgers.
We're missing a big name.
Oh, I know. I'm going down the list. I'm trying to get backups included too. Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson. Hell, fuck, I take Justin Fields over him.
He
Justin
hates this
Herbert.
guy.
Caleb Williams. Jared Goff.
You're going strong so far.
We're at 15 for those.
Drake May. Cam Ward's better than him. Bo Nix. My beloved Sam Darnold all
Finally.
day.
God damn.
I take Drew Lock over him.
You're
Say
at
it.
20. You're at
Say
20.
it.
Every ounce of me wants to say Geno Smith.
I
I'll skip Geno for now. I'll go back to him if I
You
need
can
him.
never escape Geno Smith.
All right, so let me ask you, backup quarterback Kenny Pickett.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No, never mind. I take that back.
Tiny
All right,
hands.
buddy,
I
you're
take
at
that
20.
back.
You
I
have
take that
12 left to
Josh
go.
Allen, Davis Mills, C.J. Stroud, which I don't like, and I'm still going to take him.
Okay. All right.
Danny Dimes.
That's clear.
Matthew Stafford. I don't know what that noise just was, but that was an interesting noise I just heard.
He's stalling.
No. I can't think of his freaking name. Jackson Dart. Russell Wilson.
Wow.
Jameis Winston. I'd take all 3 Giants quarterbacks. over
Tommy
Anthony
DeVito,
Richardson.
baby.
He's on the Patriots.
Yeah, I know. But
Michael Penix, Kirk Cousins, Dak
more.
Prescott.
One more.
I'll keep going.
did you already say Cousins? No, you're good.
So here's an interesting one. Would you take Joe Milton over AR? Very similar prospects.
Yeah,
Heist.
I would.
What?
I would. Because from what I've seen,
That's the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard on this podcast.
I've
in
seen-
the basement, in
I've-
the garage. It doesn't matter. That's the biggest load of bullshit
I've seen Joe Milton play one game, and it was a spectacular fucking game. I would take him
He
over
played
Anthony
against fucking high schoolers.
And Anthony Richardson looked like a high schooler when he was
No, he
playing.
fucking didn't.
I disagree.
Brother.
Uh-oh.
There's probably quarterbacks that I'm missing too. Hold on. I gotta peep the sign. Oh, I'd take Bryce Young over him. I forgot him.
Tyler Shuck?
Trevor Lawrence.
You didn't say T-Law yet?
Tyler Shuck. Yeah, I'd take Tyler Shuck.
Is Shuck? We can count him as a starter. Yeah, he started.
Yeah,
the
he
last four
started,
games,
Well, doesn't even have to technically be a starter.
That's true. He named Mac Jones.
Fuck, I take Shador Sanders over him. God. Dude, give me Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, come here.
He's trolling. There's no fucking way, dude.
I think Deshaun Watson's ceiling is higher than Anthony Richardson's.
You did not say 9.
I did not. I skipped over him on purpose.
That's crazy.
The Vikings don't have any other better quarterbacks.
So shall we
either.
move on to
What
JJ
am I gonna
McCarthy?
say? Max Brosmer?
Do not say that.
Gabe, do you agree with Dom?
I love Anthony Richardson. I think he could be a starter in this league.
Do you think that there are 34 guys better than him?
What?
What guys on this list would you take off?
Would I take off? Jacoby Brissett.
Scroll up to Patrick Mahomes.
Davis Mills, to be honest with you. I know that's a hot take. People are going to hate me for it.
Yeah.
Justin Fields.
Okay.
I mean, all the other guys. Joe Flacco. I'd rather have Anthony Richardson than Joe
What?
Flacco. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to take that.
Joe
That's
Flacco
ability all
played
day.
good ball this year.
Call the right plays, get your guy to succeed. You can make it work.
I disagree because
especially if we're
it
saying,
depends on the
especially
time
if
span.
we're
How
saying-
much of the Colts'
especially if
offense
we're
changed
saying
between him
it's
and
in the
Danny
right
Dimes?
scenario. If the right scenario is a team like
No,
the Vikings
Gabe,
that already need
Gabe,
a quarterback,
Gabe,
then why not?
Gabe.
If you talk over him,
How
nobody can hear
much,
either one of you.
How much of the Colts' offense changed between Anthony Richardson and Danny Dimes?
We're not talking about Danny Dimes right now.
I'm trying to make a point to you. You
So
just
make your
said
point first.
you just said the right plays could contribute to a
Well,
succeeding
clearly it's not
quarterback.
going to work in
Absolutely.
Indianapolis.
But
They've already
the only
basically
reason
said
that the
he's not in
Colts
their future
succeeded.
plans. Jesus Christ, can I talk?
Welcome to my world.
God damn. I just said Anthony Richardson did not work in Indianapolis. Their obvious intentions are to not make him the starter. I put him on this list with the intent that within the next year or so, he probably won't be on the Colts. Me and Nick have been very high on him from the get-go that if he goes to the right team and a coaching staff is willing to take a risk on him,
Anthony
he could
Richardson
be
over
the
Bo
next.
Nix.
Are you done talking? Are you done talking?
This guy almost agreed
Don't
with
get
it.
ahead of yourself.
So do you think Anthony Richardson or Bo Nix has a higher ceiling?
What
the fuck kind of question is that?
One's done it, one hasn't.
Well, the
Would you
way-
rather have Tom Brady or Max Brosmer?
Joe Flacco's done it.
What are you talking about? I said right now. We're not talking about Joe Flacco.
Joe
in
Flacco did
2012.
it this year. Anthony Richardson obviously didn't.
He didn't play.
So what's
The
your
big-
argument? That means any quarterback
It
that took a
says-
snap this year is better than him.
I'm going.
Besides
off of
maybe J.J.
his-
McCarthy and Max Brosmer. And any other quarterback that
Feel free to
started
chip
for the
in. I know your voice
Vikings.
can get higher than mine right now, or louder.
Louder.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson, coming out of the
He's
draft,
terrible.
was looked at as one of the most raw talents we have
So
ever
was
seen.
J.J. McCarthy.
So
Whoa, no.
that is so backwards.
So ass
That is so
backwards.
wrong.
They both suck.
Let me keep going before I entertain bullshit. If you give Anthony Richardson the correct situation with the correct coaching and a non-corrupt ownership group that fucking spies on players on the field or whatever,
Just look at me like that.
Like what?
You just like
Anthony Richardson has all of the physical and mental tools to be a franchise quarterback in the National Football League. He has arm strength that is not teachable. He has athleticism that is not teachable, not coachable. Anthony Richardson has all of the tools you look for in a quarterback, and that is why the Indianapolis Colts drafted him so high. Did it work out here? No. Could it work somewhere else? 110%.
Your starting quarterback is proof.
Yeah.
I thought 3 years ago he was washed, done,
I
nothing
thought-
left to pick up from Sam
I
Darnold.
thought fucking 20
Here's where
weeks
you're
ago.
wrong. Here is where you're wrong. No quarterback has yet to truly succeed in the Jets or Panthers offense since Sam Darnold's departure. Bryce Young, maybe you could credit, but that's still up and down.
He just went
To the playoffs. Yes, I know. I said maybe you can credit, but either way, they had a losing record. Therefore, you look at
He
the
has a point
Colts.
still performed a lot better than Darnold did.
You look at the Colts, and Danny Dimes comes in and rebuilds that place. Do you want the only thing that changed? The quarterback position. They still have their running back.
Do you know what the
wide
difference between
receivers
Danny
are-
Dimes and Anthony Richardson was? One was a 5-year vet. The other one was in his second year, still trying to figure out an identity crisis. Because the coaching staff had to deal with the issues that he was tired. And then you had the public bash from us. Granted, that's not qualities we want to see, but you can grow from them. So you're basically saying that the kid doesn't deserve a second chance because one time he said he was tired.
Yeah, he blew it.
So in life, you're screwed the minute you blow it.
No, I don't think so. But if you're getting paid millions of dollars and you go
It
to your
always
coach and say,
results in
"Coach,
million
I'm
dollars. Didn't you just say in
tired."
the beginning of the episode the millions of dollars doesn't mean shit? Don't go back on that now.
I said it doesn't mean shit when it comes to mental health. Mental health isn't going to your coach in the middle of a football
This could have
game
been a
and saying,
mental
"I'm tired."
situation. He lost confidence in himself. Then you had
He
the
lost
fucking
confidence over the
organization-
middle of the game.
you had
That
the
has nothing to do with
organization and
mental
people
health.
Like you lose confidence in him when he has the athletic
He's in the
ability.
middle of a game. That's completely and entirely a different scenario. If his mental health was in that much jeopardy, then I completely agree he should not have even been on the
You
field.
want to see
begin
something
with.
in a game, Don? I'm going to talk through. Anthony Richardson drops back to pass under pressure, throws off his back foot a 70-yard bomb in double coverage to Alec Pierce for a touchdown. You want to talk
Okay.
about in-game activity?
Okay.
There you fucking go, dude.
Ryan Fitzpatrick did that. I mean,
Ryan Fitzpatrick was a formidable quarterback for many years in the National Football League.
I don't know about that.
100.
Whoa,
How do you not
how
know
do you
about that?
not know
He
that?
started for fucking 800 teams.
Yeah, because he wasn't good enough to keep one team as the franchise quarterback. That's why
He wasn't
He
bad
was
enough
the
to be a
bridge.
backup
He
either.
was the
That's
bridge
true.
quarterback for all these teams transitioning into a young talent.
Do you remember he
Which
was an
is
MVP
what
candidate
Anthony Richardson's
in what,
gonna be at
2018 with the
best.
Bucks?
Yeah. No, 17?
Whatever year it was. He was damn near winning MVP.
I rest my case.
What case?
J.J. McCarthy's the last name on this list, bud.
I already made my point about him.
Nick?
J.J. McCarthy has played one season in the NFL, and he wasn't even healthy for all of it. You cannot give up.
Availability is the best
You
ability.
cannot
He's
give
been
up.
in the
You-
league for 2
God's
seasons,
sake.
and he can't even
One
start
of them,
more
he
than
was
one game
out.
in a row. Availability is the best ability.
J.J. McCarthy it's way too
Intended
early
for
to
his
give up
knee
on.
to blow out.
He was the 9th overall pick, right?
Yes.
For a reason. Because he has that talent. Because
As Anthony Richardson.
Kevin O'Connell can see that talent in him. And I have full confidence J.J. McCarthy will figure it out. Maybe not this year, maybe not next. But eventually
Maybe not even
he
with the
will.
Vikings.
Yeah.
But time will tell, Dom.
Time will tell.
It will.
Time will tell.
It will. And hopefully you get back to this conversation.
Yeah.
It feels stupid.
Okay. Hopefully I do. Because I wish them both the best, but that's not going to happen.
Way to have an open mind. Would you rather pass versus present offense? Boys, are we ready?
I'm ready.
So for quarterbacks, we got the big one starting off. Big Ben or Josh Allen?
Off the
Josh
field
Allen.
activities aside, you have to go with Ben Roethlisberger. What? What the fuck are you talking about?
You would rather Ben Roethlisberger over Josh Allen?
100%. He's the youngest starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He won 2 of them. You know how many Josh Allen has?
Yeah, but the Steelers had a big defense. The Steelers had.
Did the Bills
a lot of
not?
pieces.
What did the Seahawks have when they won their Super Bowl?
A big defense.
What the Broncos have?
A big defense.
Huh.
What if the Bills never had?
What have the Bills never had? A good defense.
That's such bullshit.
They did 2 years
They
ago.
ranked number 1 in the league. And guess who choked again? Josh Allen. 5 turnovers against the Denver Broncos.
You wouldn't take Big Ben over Josh Allen?
Off the field activities aside.
Maybe you can make a case.
Just a little drinking and extracurriculars.
Some addictions.
Some other things.
That's not what I was talking about.
I know what you're talking about now after I said it. I'm obviously not going to highlight it on the show. I think you can't mention
As a friend, I'm picking Josh Allen. Who would I rather have playing quarterback? Ben Roethlisberger.
Dude, Big Ben he was mobile in the beginning.
You
of his
can't
career.
remember him for being fat 40-year-old lost to the Cleveland Browns.
Who still went 11-0 in 1 year.
Juju TikTok dancing.
Come on, Big Ben was also mobile in the beginning of his
No,
career.
he was so good.
Yeah,
I
and
think
people
I think
forget.
I'm remembering him as a 2016 Ben Roethlisberger, where he
was
looked
still
like
good
still
then.
good then.
You're remembering
No, he was.
2020 Ben
That was
Roethlisberger.
when AB was like on a different level.
Yeah.
So
Ben
you're still in the wrong
Roethlisberger
time
is a
period.
Hall of Fame quarterback who won multiple Super Bowls. And did he ever win MVP?
I don't think he ever won an MVP.
Josh
no,
Allen has.
but
How many Super Bowls does he have? Isn't that what we play the game for?
that's true.
He never won
Just
regular
laughing
season
at right
MVP. He won 2 Super Bowl titles.
What are you laughing at?
Never even received an MVP vote. That's kind of wild.
What? What is this?
You
kid
just
laughing
completely ripped the cord out of my headphones, and I thought the audio recorder died. So that's why I just looked at you and like
We've been there
panicked.
before. We've
No,
been there
that's
before.
No,
the
because
ball.
my audio just cut out, and I'm like, oh.
at? It was the ball. I'm sorry.
Let me plug this back.
We're having some technical difficulties today. Oh God, we're back under the desk.
You know, I'm just happy that the audio recorder didn't die, because I thought everything just exploded.
No.
Okay, that's much better. Okay, back
All
to
right.
what we were
All
saying.
right.
Alrighty
Do you want
then.
to move on to the next one, or do we want to?
Let's do it.
Eli Manning or Matthew Stafford?
This is
Matthew
a no-brainer.
Stafford.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Matthew
was gonna say, I
Stafford.
would
Without
take
a doubt.
Stafford
All the way.
over Manning all day.
Yeah,
Without a
Purely
doubt.
arm talent.
no question.
Cam
Everything
Newton or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to agree. Cam Newton had one really, really good
Yeah.
season, and
I think-
that's
Yeah.
kind of it.
I think. Yeah.
And
Lamar
then
has
ever
had two
since then,
MVPs.
it was a bunch
Yeah.
of mistake plays. and
Honestly,
just-
they've had the very same resume, except Lamar has that one more MVP.
Lamar's such a better Russian quarterback. It's not even funny.
Lamar
Yeah,
hasn't
I'd
made
have to
it
go
I'd
so
argue
far.
he's a
yeah,
better
though.
passer as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. You'd have to,
He just has more raw talent.
yeah, I'd have to go Lamar too. Then yeah. I think when you think about Cam Newton, you literally just get stuck on one season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Whereas Lamar's had at least, maybe not MVP in one of them, but he's had 3 great seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of his short career. All right. Moving on to running backs. Marshawn Lynch or Derrick Henry?
This is so tough.
This one's tough
I'm gonna
because
have to
if
go
one
Derrick Henry.
if one play went different, this is a no-brainer.
I have to go Derrick Henry because of longevity.
And that's what's tripping me up because I feel like Marshawn was the better runner when he was
Marshawn
running.
was more dominant.
Correct, but
Especially
he
in
didn't
his
last
era
as
of football.
long.
Yeah. But Derrick Henry has rushed for 1,500 yards for like 8 million seasons.
Yeah,
in a
and
row.
he's like 5,000 years old and he's still doing it.
better than he ever has.
Yeah.
So are we all going Derrick Henry?
I have to
It
go Derrick
pains
Henry.
me, but I have to because
You have to remember the Bills days too. Marshawn Lynch wasn't a premier back then.
yeah,
He had a
Raider-
few
he
good
was
years
still
with the
good on
Seahawks.
the Raiders too.
yeah.
Yeah, his first year with the Raiders was still decent.
Uh,
You just hate any AFC West team, which is
Yeah.
respectable. But moving on. This one I know the answer to, but I had to because he's been the biggest draw comparison since he got there. Adrian Peterson or Saquon Barkley?
Adrian Peterson.
Is
I
it
have to
because of
agree.
the MVP?
I have to agree.
It's because Saquon's a very good running back and he was good with the Giants, but
I
he
mean,
transferred to the Eagles and he had one super good year.
Adrian Peterson rushed for 260 yards in a single half
Yeah.
of
I was going
football.
to say the
Insane.
MVP is also, I think, what sets them apart.
Yeah.
And
Without a
that's-
doubt.
I mean, I had AP
I
from
mean,
the start, but they're the biggest
he-
comparison of backs.
Off the field activities aside, once again, Adrian Peterson's one of the most dominant running backs.
Fortunately, those were current
ever.
things, not during his career.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, not unfortunately, but you know what
It's
I mean.
unfortunate we
like-
have to talk about a player this
Yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
having off the field issues. is what I'm
Cardinals
saying.
and Saints, Adrian Peterson kind of sucked, but prime Vikings AP dominant.
What are you doing right now?
I just want to get this guy's face. I gotta remember his face.
Are you fucking
Are you
kidding me?
kidding me?
LaDainian Tomlinson or Christian McCaffrey?
LT. Zero question about it. Most rushing touchdowns in a season. Charger or not, I'm going with LT.
Yeah.
Jets legend LT, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
Bet
not
you don't even-
disagreeing. I just wanted to put it in.
I just had to
name.
ask because Christian McCaffrey and him are the same workhorse back to do it all. They're very pivotal in their position.
Like,
And I
obviously-
think they're arguably the success of the team that they were on at the time.
Yeah.
Both Panthers and Niners for C-Mac.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
C-Mac, fantastic player.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah.
Am I wrong for
Yeah.
comparing these two? I thought they were very similar.
No, this is
Yeah.
a great comparison.
Yeah.
But I think LT was more dominant in his time.
Correct.
Again,
Yeah.
C-Mac is
era
now.
of football he which played in.
Yeah.
The defense.
I mean, he had one of the most historic seasons of all time.
Yeah.
of all time. Yeah. All right, wide receivers. This one was tricky for me, but
No.
Calvin Johnson or Justin Jefferson.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson
No,
all day,
no.
every
Not,
single day.
not tough in picking, tough in finding comparisons.
Okay. I was going to say.
And why is because of the receivers I chose. I feel that the
This
three I
isn't-
picked for the past
That makes sense.
are some of the most elite of their times.
Yeah.
So moving on with that, Julio Jones or Jamar Chase.
Julio
Julio.
Jones. The guy has more tackles and drops.
So then
That's
similar.
insane.
Let's
Or is
see
that
this
Larry
one.
Fitzgerald?
Julio
This is the other.
Jones.
Is it Larry? Okay,
Larry.
never mind. I spoiled it.
So now Larry Fitzgerald or Devontae Adams.
More tackles and drops.
Again, very similar careers. So I
Larry.
picked
You gotta
these
go
two.
Larry.
Yeah, without a
You gotta
doubt.
go
You
Larry.
can't.
So, oh god, there goes my
Wow, bro.
Dude, the
God.
whole audio recorder just. What are you doing?
You're going to have your ball privileges revoked. No more. No more balls for keep.
He's under the table for the third time this episode. All they hear is laughter. There's nothing happening right now. Oh
For
god.
everybody at home listening and watching, no, I
No,
didn't-
listening more importantly because they have no clue what's
They have
happening.
no
right now.
fucking
Yeah,
idea.
Gabe has a football that he's horsing around with. and
Horsing, I was tapping it slipped.
before he unplugged my headphones, in which I thought everything blew up simultaneously. Thank God it didn't. This time, he knocked the whole audio recorder out from under the desk, and it just fell dangling in the air with all of our cords suspending it midair.
Guess what? It's still running.
Surprisingly.
Put a smile on your face.
Surprisingly.
He looks like a dad who's so pissed right now.
He's like, you're holding the flashlight in the wrong direction. This is
What?
the attitude.
I'm not
you're
doing
getting.
anything.
I'm making sure it's still recording.
It is. I can. Well, actually, I can't tell.
Yeah, I can tell, though. I can tell. Thanks.
Now I'm
Thanks.
dying.
Thanks.
What do you mean?
You just coughed in my direction. Anyways.
You were sick when I returned, bitch. You know how many times you sat here and blew your nose like
You
a little
guys hear
bitch?
that? That's breathing through the nose, full breath.
What is he getting at? Oh, we have
Yeah, I can do that.
No,
Okay.
this is you every episode.
Listen.
All right. Moving
Got some
on
ASMR
before Dom
going
gets more mad. Extend or let walk. First one up, Daniel Jones.
Extend.
Let walk. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, whoa. So
No,
We're in a-
yeah.
Okay.
we're-
Brees Hall.
Let walk.
If I'm the Jets, I would want to keep him for obvious reasons. But,
Yeah,
if
but
I'm Brees Hall, I'd want to.
The Jets need a full rebuild.
You can't get rid of all of your good players. They've already gotten rid of the two best ones. You might
But
as well
is
keep
running
And they
back the
got
position you hold on
stupid
to.
capital. They fleeced two
Why not?
teams.
I don't think that is the position you hold on to if you're gonna rebuild completely.
Exactly.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah.
Receiver,
replaceable
like if
position.
Garrett Wilson's the one guy, sure. Brees, you can replace. I
Yeah.
think. Kenneth Walker.
keep.
This one's tough for me.
Keep.
It depends on the contract at the end of the
I
day.
mean, for all these guys,
Yeah, it
yeah.
always
But
depends.
ideally keep, yes.
Travis Etienne.
Let walk. No question.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I could see the reason for
He's
Not
nothing.
consistent
He's
enough?
nothing special.
You
Yeah.
don't think so at
They-
all?
No.
No,
What?
he's good,
He's
but I
good.
think he's replaceable.
Good. but
Travis
nothing
Etienne's
special.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Replaceable.
like Travis Etienne.
Keyword.
Replaceable.
Well, be prepared if he ends up being our guy.
Oh, if he's our guy, he's the best in the world.
Okay.
He's the literal Hall of Fame level GOAT.
Did you see the way his face
Yeah.
changed when I said it? Rashid Shaheed.
Absolutely keep.
No question.
Without a doubt.
No question.
Debo Samuel.
Walk.
31 years old.
For that money?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Dallas Goddard.
Keep.
Ooh.
He's so one of the like non-dramatic pieces on the Philadelphia Eagles.
But
You
he's still
have to
such a
keep him
huge
around.
part of that
Exactly.
offense.
He's such a good player.
Yeah.
Can't let him go.
Isaiah Likely.
Let him walk. You paid Mark Andrews. Isaiah Likely's
I
an
think maybe
amazing
that's where you
tight
messed
end.
up.
I have trouble with that because Mark Andrews is kind of on a downhill.
I don't think they
descent
should have
here.
extended Mark Andrews. I think they should have
Exactly.
let him walk and
Yep.
extended Isaiah Likely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
Isaiah Likely could leave and end up being like a
yeah,
David
but the fact that they
Njoku-esque player.
already extended Mark Andrews, they can't extend Isaiah Likely too.
I believe you can move
You
on from Mark
can,
Andrews.
but you're gonna have to eat some little bit of money to do so.
Exactly.
You can
yeah.
trade or cut Mark Andrews
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think you keep Isaiah Likely.
I agree. Devin Lloyd.
Keep.
Yeah.
If I'm the Jaguars, I'm paying whatever that man wants.
Yeah.
I
He was very
pray
crucial for their
he
success.
doesn't
this
get
season.
kept because I want him and Dre Greenlaw together so bad. Him, Dre Greenlaw, and re-sign Justin Sternad. Oh my God, Alex Singleton.
See ya,
Bye.
buddy.
See ya, bud. The last name on the list to close out episode 69 and extend or let walk, Reek Woolen.
Let him walk. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
I don't know that I agree with 100% because can you
100%
find another
without a
corner
doubt.
to fill
yes,
in with Devon
yes,
Witherspoon
yes,
as
yes,
well?
yes. Reek Woolen is 100% replaceable. I'm sorry, but what I've seen out of him this past year is not very good.
Yes, he has ups and downs. No doubt. The Steelers game was the biggest one. I'll never forget that game. Yeah.
I just looked back and I watched so many of his highlights.
Keep in mind, Kobe Bryant's also a
yes,
free
and
agent,
I
though.
think Kobe Bryant needs to be extended. However, he has came out and said he wants a ridiculous amount of money that we should never ever pay, like $30 million or something.
He wants to
absolutely
reset the safety
insane.
market.
Yeah, something absolutely incredibly insane.
What?
Well, I gotta find the number.
Wow.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
As far as Reek Woolen, in my opinion, you keep him around.
Cornerbacks, at least being a Denver fan, I can tell you it is not the easy position to keep funneling through.
No, we have struggled
Corners
big time.
are
If we didn't hit on Pat Surtain, we'd be fucking screwed.
yeah, because Riley Moss and Johnny Barron, I think, succeed with the fact that we have such an elite corner on side.
Right.
I mean,
Riley
you
Moss
learn and
is
you
not
feed
that
off
good.
that. I don't think he'd be good
He
anywhere
has
else.
his moments.
I don't think he'd be good anywhere else.
Okay,
I think
so
he's good. think
I
he's
read
good
it
in
wrong.
Denver.
It was a 3-year, $43 million deal.
That's still high.
That's
He's
still
not,
$15 million a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say
on
for
a
him,
safety.
I
yeah.
don't think so.
he's not your Kevin Byard of the
No.
league.
Yeah.
He's not what Justin Simmons was at his.
He is a
Julian
very
Love.
talented, good
for sure, but
safety,
he's not a top
but not
5
bad.
safety
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
league. No.
But I
no.
think Reek Woolen is definitely
similar to what I just said about Riley Moss. I don't
Yeah.
think Kobe Bryant would be the same guy on another defense.
that's true as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, what this team needs less of is divas, and I think less divas you have the better. And Reek Woolen, I think, lets
And they got through it
his-
this year.
Yeah,
They did.
Yeah, and I think Reek Woolen was. I mean, the Rams, they almost lost that
Yeah.
game because of him. I'm sorry, but he went, made a
that
penalty,
taunting
and that's
penalty is
okay. You make
huge.
that penalty, I get it. You're in the heat of the moment. Come back the next play and make it good. No, he got head tapped by Puka the very next play for a 50-yard touchdown.
Puka head taps everyone.
That's
Yeah, I
true,
mean-
but
You're playing the best receiver.
but if
in
you're gonna
football,
go
you're
talk
playing
all that
some people's
crap,
thoughts.
at least back it up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fair
I mean,
enough,
especially
yeah,
at the
I
cornerback
mean-
position.
Yeah.
It being the hardest position, I wouldn't talk.
If
That's
you
why
can't-
people love Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
your mouth
Richard
shut.
Sherman.
Richard Sherman, yeah,
Richard
he
Sherman.
backs that shit up.
He did. He was one of the only cornerbacks who could.
You're trying
When
to
you just
start
sorry,
receiver
say-
like
yeah.
Crabtree.
Well, that's what
the
kills me
result you're
about
gonna
PS
get.
too. He has the same.
He doesn't talk shit at all.
He has the same outcome of every play, and he never talks.
I
Never
respect
talks.
the fuck out of that.
Who?
I PS2.
PS2.
I
Oh,
do,
yeah.
but I wish he had a little more swag. Look at Devon Witherspoon, a little bit more laid back than Reek is. But man, when he has a PBU, he lets you know. He lets you hear it.
Julian Love too. I mean,
Julian, oh
yeah.
my God, yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The whole Seattle
That guy's
defense,
super humble. Yeah,
They chirp when they're allowed to.
And
yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah. Good for
Lawrence
them.
being one of them. I mean,
Yeah.
he only talked if he was making a game-changing play.
As
and
you
that's
should.
and that's
As
you
you
gotta earn
should.
your keep. You gotta earn your keep.
Yeah.
Boys, that is all we have for episode 69. Coming at you next week with the big 7-0. So if you ever want to work with us or collab with us, you can reach us at gamedownpodcast@gmail.com. Hopefully by episode 70, I'll sound a little bit better. We'll be on our A game, or I'll be on my A game. I won't be knocking the audio recorder off the table and pissing Dom off. As usual, follow on all socials, so we will be ramping up our content. Free agency season is upon us. Graphics are coming out day after day. I will be keeping us up to date as I did last year with signings and available free agents. Also going to be clips left and right, and you will not want to miss it. So make sure you follow on all platforms. Without further ado, we will catch you next week for episode 70. So join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk Podcast.